battle music, which we were in the middle. Well, we finished it. You did finish it, yeah.
Stage 1 complete.
We done.
Now we have to dive into the mines of Moria.
Well, it's just a single mine, yeah.
One mine.
The one mine of worm food.
The silver
Yeah,
mine.
so I guess
The
we
silver
don't need-
mine of Everwinter.
This music is brought to you by Sirenscape.
Sirenscape.
Looking at you.
Once we get sponsored,
Yeah. Otherwise?
totally free actually.
Otherwise? Just silence the whole time. So the last time, I think what happened,
What do you want?
if I recall. Because I didn't read the summary. Underprepared.
Cool.
But as far as I remember,
You're fired.
I mean, last time we made our way to the to Ritz's Grove.
Mm-hmm.
We got to meet a friend of hers in Keldon, his new wife,
Alright, new game.
his new wife Amethyst, along with a couple other Ashari in Gale, the Goliath, and who am I missing? Valanthe, the human.
Druid.
Yeah. You also got to meet Brooks Lockridge, who was a dwarf who showed up unconscious, and you guys brought him back to life with the help of your lay on hands.
Mm-hmm.
You got to meet them a little bit more as you stayed on watch for them, and in the morning you decided to make your assault on the village of Everwinter to try and procure silver from the mine in order to silver your weapons in a quick, kind of a quick manner, so that you could head into the Grey Valley and try and stop an incursion from the Nine Hells.
Easy.
We started the assault with some incredible gamesmanship with some woodland creatures, being led by Maddox and the fox. After that, Keldon kind of dropped a smoke bomb on the
That was nice of him.
on the blacksmith, and Amethyst and Brooks headed into the forge to start making preparations. Meanwhile, you guys fought a few demons. A couple of you came near dying, but you managed to survive it, despite the fact that Bear transformed quicker than what you were used to seeing. So as we come to, Bear is still unconscious, I believe. Amethyst has kind of come out of the forge to see what was going on. She dealt with a couple demons inside. And what would you like to do?
Just for clarification, this is the forge.
That is the forge there, yeah.
I'm dead.
That's the
I
forge.
just woke up here.
You woke up here.
I'm
So
all
this was
healed
kind
up.
of the
These are like the shops and little
the
things.
scrambling that you were doing was like up that
that.
side of the path there. Ritz had been perched kind of on this this like platform over here, firing down.
I pictured it this one.
Yeah, that's kind of the. Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter. You survived it.
Sure.
Who the fuck cares? You jumped down there, you're good. Yeah.
Cool.
And
Bear
I'm
is
dead,
unconscious.
like right around there.
Yeah. You're
Okay.
down. You're down on the ground.
We should probably go wake up Bear up.
I think we need to move on.
That's the smartest thing you've ever said.
That's my character.
And thanks for showing up. Bye bye. You heard the man.
Prepared,
Yeah.
right? I have another one right here.
Yeah, he's unconscious.
We all have
you
a
guys,
set. We all have a set of 8 characters.
8 characters. That's back.
You guys could just make him fail 3 death saves right away.
I
Just
kick
stab him
him.
in the throat twice.
Kick him once.
That's automatic crit.
I will use one of my healing lights and kind of put it in his chest.
Okay.
So you get 1 hit point.
May as well do a medicine check,
I
dude.
wake up and go, thanks.
As you do come to, make a dex save at disadvantage.
Dex,
As you kind of-
see, I get advantage on Dex, so it'd be
You get advantage on dex all the
Danger
time.
sense.
Danger sense.
Yeah, danger sense.
From effects that
This
you
is
can
a straight roll?
from effects that you can see.
okay. I can't see this one.
That's the keys, because you're kind of waking up. You're a little bit unconscious. I'm gonna need you to go ahead and
Disadvantage.
disadvantage.
4.
So Bear, you come to, you kind of look around and you reach down to get your weapon. You guys all see a blur fly from the sky, and essentially as Bear is getting to the ground, you see Keldon jump off of the wings and land, and he basically just runs up and tackles Bear and puts him up against the wall. The wings scatter to the ground into the side of the forge, and he just like pins you up and into the wall with his arms like under your neck.
Ritza, grab your man.
I'm gonna hold Elder's Blast in case he makes a move at my boy.
You hear him breathing heavy.
Oh shit.
I'm just kind of confused, just like.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, Keldon, what are you doing?
Rung your bell pretty good. He just stares directly into your eyes. He goes, "If you don't maintain control of yourself, I will end you."
I don't know what you mean. I just went black for a second. I don't know what happened.
He continues to hold him there.
I'm gonna go up behind him and just like kind of start tugging on his shoulder a
You
little
see
bit.
him just kind of, he looks you off, kind of shakes your hand off his shoulder. And he sees Amethyst kind of up at the door of the forge, and he just drops his arms and he walks into the forge. Amethyst kind of puts her arm around him and they walk inside together.
So is the fog gone? Every time? Or-
Yeah,
okay.
he would have taken like a couple. He would have taken a couple points of falling damage, and the fog would have dissipated.
Just want to make sure. I had scenario.
Yeah, like he crashed too fast to like not take any damage. Let's roll. Okay. Takes 3 falling damage.
Okay, I turn to Ritz and I say,
He's weak.
Ritz, I need you to use this the next time that you see me starting to turn. I hand you the fiddle.
Sure, I'll try, but it seemed like you turned a lot quicker than last time.
I know, and I feared for this. But this is obviously a problem that's going to be getting out of hand.
You sound more British than you normally do.
You didn't know?
He
All
just came out of
werebears are
Werebear.
British.
It's
Yeah, it's a,
Oh, the werebears are British?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
actually insane.
Yeah.
I'll talk to Keldon. I'll see what's going on. I don't know why he...
Well, I think we need to address this soon, but we have a lot on our plate.
we don't have time to address things. We have maybe 3 hours of distractions left, so we need to go grab some silver. And I'm hustling towards the front door of the mine.
I'm gonna go ask. Can I go in the? I'm going in the doors
Yep.
and asking if anyone has any health potions. Just being like, Brooks, Amethyst, anyone have a health potion or anything that we can use?
Brooks is like, pardon me, Keldon's just like wandered into the corner. He's just kind of trying to calm himself down as he was just being harassed in the air by devils that he managed to escape, and then almost tackled your friend, like almost killing himself because he just came at him at like 100 miles an hour.
Killing himself, so he has 6 life. 6 hit points.
Yeah. No, I mean he landed it.
Good to know.
And
Just give me the 6.
He's close.
he's just trying to like relax himself. Amethyst looks up at you and she goes, "I don't. You can check. There was a small shop kind of towards the beginning of the town. These little guys here are like little hovels that were storefronts essentially." She goes, "You can check there."
Okay. The boys are going up to the mine now. Are you going up to keep watch?
She goes, I can, if that's what you
That
guys
was
need.
the plan, I think. She was supposed to stay at the mouth of the mine. Yeah, we need you at the mouth of the mine. If you see any of the demons coming back, you need to let us know if something's happening.
Yeah,
If you're okay
yeah,
to leave Brooks.
Of course. And you see Brooks just like looking through shit, like nervously. He goes, help me, Ritza, please. I need you to look for something. There's a small black velvet box, and on it it says EF. Please find it.
Where?
It's in here somewhere,
Oh,
please.
here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Roll investigation.
What do I got? 18, 21.
21. You
found
see
4.
he is. Yeah, you found 4 of them. No, you can see he's like pretty frantic, but it's just hanging out on like a tabletop
Oh,
there.
okay.
I mean, do you give it to him? You just like let him look like crazy for it.
Can I open it? I just want to peek inside.
You can, yeah.
What's inside of it?
You see a bottle of brown liquid.
And I'm gonna say, I have your bottle of brown liquid.
He looks at you, goes, "My bottle of brown liquid. Because do you not recognize whiskey when you see it?
Oh.
I cannot forge weapons without a sip, so please, this is Iman's finest."
Oh well, I think I'm going to fight a worm. Do I know about the worm?
Yes.
We know that there's worm.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to go fight an acid worm. So I'd also like a sip.
Fine. You
Perfect.
can bring it with you, but bring it back.
Oh my god, I don't need to bring it with me.
Good. Take a sip. Give me the bottle.
And I'm out of there.
Okay, good shit. You're on your way. You get 1 billion hit points. No, you don't. Just kidding.
Fresh.
That's just fucking.
You get -8.
It's
You
just-
got alcohol poisoning
it's
from
just
this old
whiskey.
bottle of whiskey.
It's just whiskey.
Brooks is a wackadoo.
So it's
On
on.
your way.
Okay, I say to these guys, I can't go down there. I'm hurt. I could turn again. I could turn on you.
Are you
all.
guys? Did you guys already leave? Sorry.
We're all the way up here by the front entrance.
Well, no, because Bear died down here.
No, I
Side
died
of
here. You guys came and revived me,
Okay.
so I would
Yeah,
assume we're
so-
all together.
You guys just walked up there. Sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, nobody's counting turns or movement right now. So you're
I would.
you work your
I
life.
have a request for the DM or a
Go for it.
question
Yep.
on how it's up to you how this works.
Yep.
It says while your familiar is within 100 feet of you, you can communicate with it telepathically.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then it says additionally, as an action, you can see through your familiar's eyes and hear what it hears until the start of your next turn.
Okay.
Is that going to be 100 feet as well, or is that going to be unlimited? That I can just look through its eyes. I can't communicate with it unless it's within 100 feet.
Yeah. So to me, like communication would be.
Tell it what to do.
Would be that link though.
Okay. Yeah. However
That's
you
the way
want to
that's the way that I would like
Sure,
to read
absolutely.
into it.
Cool.
And he is definitely outside of 100
Okay.
feet right now.
So I can't
He's-
connect with them now.
He is chasing. He is bring these demons on a wild.
Yeah, I was just curious
on
if
a-
I could look through his eyes and
She's
see
not
what
mad.
the chase.
That's how I heard it. That's how I heard it.
Yeah, it's different. In
Yeah.
The
If I would have
role,
touched the,
that's why.
oh no wait, they're both familiar, so never mind. If I would have touched a chipmunk, I could have done B sense,
Mm.
because that doesn't have a.
But if you
I
die, you
touched
lose all that sort of stuff. When you pass out, you.
Yeah, and I hadn't touched them, so
But yeah.
Do we need to take like a 30-minute rest here at the top?
Sure, this would be an hour.
An hour?
An hour.
We don't have time.
I mean, the most I can do, guys, is run into battle and be a distraction. But I
We
fear
can
that
go. We
I'm
could
gonna go
take a
down
couple
again.
minutes and go look through the shops and stuff and see if there's health potions or anything that we can.
It's worth a
Yes.
shot if we have time. How far are the shops?
It's just down here. It's just down the street. Like it'll be like 20 minutes for us to go look.
Whatever you
If
guys
not.
think.
I can't remember what I've used and haven't used. I think I did my lay on hands of myself, and I haven't used any spells yet. So I could do a cure wounds.
Like he can't go in with one. He's just gonna
No,
die, and then
no.
we're gonna have to use shit to bring him back.
It's true.
Why don't Bear and I go and you guys stay up high and just like yell if you see anything coming?
Split the party. Yes. I like it.
Do you want to come, Zephin?
No, I like it. I like splitting the party as much as we can. It's really
But if you want me to be a distraction, just be aware that I might turn and you would all be in danger.
Small thing to consider as well. At this point, you guys would have left the grove around 10 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
About 6 hours, 5 6 hours to get to the village. Probably been in the village, tending to your wounds, doing whatever you need to do for, I don't know, half an hour, let's say. So it's like 5:30, 4:30 at this point in the afternoon, if anybody's proficient in nature, can you just roll a nature check for me? If that is one of your proficiencies.
That'll be me. Not good.
I've got to be proficient in nature.
I have a +5, but I only rolled a 3.
No.
So give you a nice
Oh,
8 there.
just heard.
Something tells you that it might be a full moon tonight.
Bear,
Yes.
have you ever?
Yes.
Yes.
So cute and sweet.
Yes. Have you ever had one of those?
What is it, a full moon?
Have you ever, like, is there any chance that you have had your blackout moments aligned with a full moon, perchance?
Are Keldon and
No.
Valanthe
No,
still with us?
they're
Oh,
they're
okay.
inside.
They're
Keldon
inside.
and Amethyst are inside. Valanthi's back at the Grove with Gael.
I feel like I'd have to roll like history or something on that. You're the
mm,
DM, though, I don't know.
I would say that it certainly could. I mean, you black out every time it happens.
Right.
So like, there's a couple instances where like you were very destructive that kind of stick in your mind.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, it's like about once a month. It feels like you get pretty fucked up, and you wake up the next day and you don't really remember anything.
That
Might have
happens to
some
It's
Alex
like any
too.
frack, yeah.
That happens to Alex.
That's,
once every 28 to
See the
30 days.
parallels.
Like
Once a week.
once every 28 to 30 days. You
okay,
know?
so
There's times
so,
where you
yeah.
fall asleep, and
Right.
when you wake up, you feel a little
don't recall what the hell happened.
off.
Yeah.
Uh,
I believe that there's going to be a rhyme and a reason, and it does seem on the full moon that I do tend to lose control.
Because I believe that is today,
Oh, you
which
know,
could
you know.
be a reason why you're perhaps more quick to turn
Oh,
this
turn
time.
quickly, yeah. I don't know, guys. This is not a great time to figure out what's going on with me, but I fear that it could keep getting worse and worse.
28 in-game days too, so that worked out.
Wow.
It's alright.
Okay, well, we need to get this going. Like, we don't have time here before the devils come back. I will
Could we-
cast Cure Wounds on you,
Mhm.
and that's
I really think we should wait. I think we should rest.
an hour.
Yeah. I'm only at 10 hit points myself.
I'm fine.
I'm at 15. Like, it's not great.
Yeah, I don't know. I think if we go in there like this, we're gonna die. And Cure Wounds isn't gonna do that much for him.
It's literally like max
Give
to
him
be
like a
fucking
2,
10.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I can only give you like 10 hit points unless I use
Max.
it twice.
Yeah.
Taking a rest?
Yeah, I don't get any
Would it be
spells back from
an hour from now, or can we consider this talking kind of part of the rest?
built in.
Short rest.
So it's an hour from 4 minutes ago.
Cool.
After
good.
after
That's good.
Keldon kind of took his hands off you and you went inside.
Yeah.
Short rest started then.
Short rest started then. So it's you've got about 55 minutes to tend to your wounds. Roll. No, your nature check's gonna count. It's even though it's like the middle of winter, it is a milder day.
Mhm.
So like this rain is miserable. It's like sleet. It's like hail. You don't normally hear like thunder in the wintertime.
Mhm.
It's a little weird.
Mm.
That's all.
Okay. Noted.
Yeah.
Was that the thunder?
That was the thunder.
Bing.
That was the thunder. So roll your hit die if you have them. Smoke them if you got them. Level 3, so you have your 3d12. You have 3d12. You would have two. You would have
2d10
2d10 and
and
1d8. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. You don't have to. You don't have to do all of them if you don't want.
Okay.
About like half an hour into your rest, Keldon comes out,
Not bad.
and he pulls you aside for a minute.
I say, Keldon, I'm honestly so sorry.
But I'm sorry. I reacted rashly. I saw someone who I consider very close to me and my wife be close to you when you turned. I reacted rashly, and I'm sorry.
I completely understand. If anyone was harming someone I loved as well, I'd do the same. The fact of the matter, Keldon, is that this is very new, me becoming aware of this. And I don't really know what causes it. I know the moon can have some of an impact, but it seems to come upon in battle, and I don't really have a way of stopping it.
I understand.
Do you have any way of helping me? Do you know of someone who can help me?
Well, we can try a greater restoration. That would, it won't break your curse necessarily, but it might give you a little bit of control. So, I mean, if you consent to doing a little, I can do a little magic on you, then
Right now?
we can give it a shot.
Yes, please. Anything that will help.
So you see, he kind of reaches out and puts his hand on your shoulder. This green energy kind of courses from him. You see like a breeze kind of pick up around him. His dreads actually lift up momentarily as his hand continues to rest on you, and you feel imbued with this holy but natural energy flowing through him. Mechanically, you have advantage on saving throws against turning for
Okay.
24 hours.
Cool.
Probably won't help you in the moonlight,
Hmm.
but perhaps in your coming fights,
Okay.
it can help you there.
Awesome. Thank you, Keldon. I hope it works.
Don't fucking hurt anyone.
Yeah.
Find whoever did this to you and fix it.
I know. The day must come.
I'm ready after an hour, and unless anyone wants to talk to somebody else. No? Alright. I'm gonna be holding Bless for the moment a acid worm
Cool.
shows up. Or just
Anything.
anything bad.
Bless up.
Sure.
It's a little
Basically.
baby.
Bless up.
Okay, you guys head into the mine.
Yeah, and I think we're gonna need your light to see it.
My light. Okay.
Brooks kind of just staggers a little bit out. He drank more than one sip for sure.
Took him a fucking bottle.
And he just goes, "Goodbye and good luck, adventurers!" And he gives you like this weak thumbs up. And he just kind of slumps back.
Strong. That's a strong thumbs up.
Oh yeah, an hour. He drank as much as he could in that hour. He promised you he does his best work when he's had a little bit.
Alright.
Dwarven Constitution, no worries.
Yeah.
All right.
Lead the way, light boy.
I'm going to.
Yeah, because it's you guys get about 20 feet in, and
Pitch black.
yeah, it is pitch black.
I have dark
I
vision.
have dark vision.
Even if you have dark vision, like you can
Oh,
see
scary.
about 30 feet, and then after that, it kind of gets difficult to see. So you would still be at like a disadvantage for perception if it's something that's far away from you.
Interesting. I'm gonna cast light on Felix's shield.
Cool.
She
Do
did.
that old trick.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Lead the way.
Classic.
And I'm gonna cast Produce Flame, which
Okay.
is a flickering flame appears in my hand. I'm just gonna see if that helps at all. It says it bright light for 10-foot radius and dim light for an additional 10. And I have dark vision, so I don't know if that's gonna help. I just want to see if it helps me personally
Yeah. Okay.
and Ritza
Mm-hmm.
if we kind of lead the way.
I'm gonna make a tiny, like I can make, like you take a lighter and make a tiny flame. That's what I can make with my hand. And I'm gonna go.
You see that shit?
Very
Yeah.
Should we use your light?
No, like I think teamwork.
Very well. If you insist.
So how far out does that light shine?
So it's just bright light for a 10-foot radius and
Okay.
dim light for an additional 10. I just figure if we kind of go, 10 to 15 feet ahead of you guys, and if it just makes it that much easier
Yeah,
to see.
yeah.
I have-
for
I
us.
It essentially would extend your vision to like
Our
50
dark
feet
vision.
instead
Yeah,
of
okay.
30.
Cool.
Yeah.
I've got
Yeah.
10 torches, so I'll take 2 of them and then light it from
You don't
Ritza's
need-
hand
I mean, if
for
you
some
want to.
extra.
You want some
extra light
torches?
as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, I think torches work like at the same rate that light
I'm
spell
gonna
does,
drop the light on
essentially.
your shield then.
Now you're
I
not
think,
as
I
great.
think
Hold
you're
the
walking
torch,
with him,
hold
right?
the
If you're not, no,
I
fine.
have
You can
torch.
have, fine.
Yeah.
He takes it off
I
and he
just
goes, "Fuck
kinda-
it, you can
As
have
long
it."
as- okay, you know
You
what?
put it back on.
That was self-evident. I'm sorry.
Yeah. As you're looking at it, you're like, "Is this thing on?" It shines in your face.
Giant shield of light.
Fuck!
Felix did go fuck.
Yeah. And the worm eats you because you gave away your location.
Damn it.
Nah, you're okay.
Fair.
You're okay.
All right, we're looking for
Worm.
a cart. No, we don't want to find the worm, but we want to
Silver.
find a
Cart
cart
of
of
silver.
silver.
Which something
enough
tells
to
me
have
once
some
we
fun
find
with it.
that card of silver, we're gonna find the worm. But that's okay.
Yeah, I mean,
No bait.
that's what logic would tell you. Anyway.
Let's go in.
Okay. The passage kind of winds a little bit as you descend into the dark of this mine. There's no people down
Jesus
there. I don't know what that's about.
Holy
guys,
fuck.
I don't have any people down there. I have no people down there.
Huh?
I run the other way.
It's a torture chamber.
Let's see here. I'm just gonna make sure the people aren't. I don't want the people.
A little kid's touching your car. Little kid
Well,
just.
he's touching cats too.
Why are you touching everyone's car?
Did you
Don't
touch my
leave-
car?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
did.
Yo, fuck you.
Did you touch my car? He just gets up and goes.
Jumps to the
Okay.
window.
Holy shit.
There's no screaming, so there might be some screaming here.
But there's
I
not.
assure you.
It's just an echo of bear screaming. Just-
Ah, bear stubbed his toe.
Whoa! Yeah.
Whoa!
I'm not dreaming.
It's just me casting thaumaturgy.
Yeah, all you hear outside of the odd scream is just like your echoing footsteps. About 120 feet down, it starts to widen a little bit. Another 50,
Frog.
60 feet. It's an underground. It's the underground frog sound. I'm like, have that one cued. And then it widens into a large chamber. Your light allows you to. Well, go ahead and roll perception for me.
Everyone?
The two that are in front.
Whew, baby.
Nope. Oh yeah, no.
20? Dirty 20.
Okay.
Dirty.
That's my perception.
As
Sorry
you
about
continue to walk, you're actually a little bit like torch blind by the light, and you hit an edge and you stop immediately. You put your hands out, and you look down, and it kind of there's like a winding path, like switchbacks basically, that go down about 50 feet onto into a large pit. You see like these faint kind of red glowing rocks, essentially. Probably 5 or 6 of them that you can see. And you just hear creepy music.
Do you hear that?
That's out of game, no worries.
The creepy music.
Yeah.
Do we really hear creepy music?
No.
No, you don't hear creepy music. It's a goddamn mine. There's no
No, it was me doing thaumaturgy, I'm telling you.
Oh.
Like, it was.
there's no music.
no.
Oh shit.
He's got a map.
We got a map.
Ooh.
On the
We got a
map,
map.
on the
We got
map,
this
on
garbage
the
out.
Get it
map.
out and now keep
Alright.
it, keep it,
Be
dude. Keep
gentle.
it.
First
Keep it.
map? This is the first map.
Be
Wow.
gentle.
This is your first map in a while.
Yeah.
So you guys can
Brings
put
me
yourselves
back.
wherever.
This map up.
Fabulous.
So you guys would be up here.
It's
Essentially,
not the first
like
time using character.
this would just like drop. This like drops on kind of a more
Right.
straight,
More
not a straight line.
aggressive.
But it's a more aggressive than just going out that far.
So this is Ritza, Zephin.
No, Zephin's yellow.
Zephin's yellow.
Okay.
I'm blue.
Zephin. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I'm gray or white. You're definitely gray, actually, Bear, for
Yeah,
sure.
you're
I'm
stone.
gray. Jesus.
I'm white.
This is really
No,
obvious.
I'm white. I'm white. I'm up front.
I'm blue.
Jesus.
I'm blue.
The other thing that you can
Just
see,
think
kind of
about
at the
it,
very
actually.
edge of your vision, and it's because one of these red crystals is illuminating it,
Yep.
is this cart of metal.
Ooh.
Can't tell that it's silver
I
necessarily,
see a card down there.
but you definitely
Is
see
it
a
filled
cart.
with silver?
We're in a
I
silver
don't know.
mine.
It's impossible to tell.
There's-
Seems like it's some sort of metal.
There's
Don't know. what kind
Fucking,
of metal
there's
it is.
rocks in
Silver
it right
in
now,
color.
so it is not refined. So they're not silver coins by any stretch,
Ore.
but it is
Or not.
an unrefined rock of some form.
Oh, my brothers.
Yeah, let's go down. What are we waiting for?
There's giant glowing red rocks that look.
Can I do some dex checks around here?
I mean, you can walk down it.
Yeah,
It's,
make it harder
it
for
is
yourself.
it is narrow, but the switchbacks are fairly steep, so you'd be able to
I'm
go.
looking for traps.
You'd be able to go like one after the other.
You
if you
gotta
wanted.
say
You have to
that.
say that.
like to search for
Because
them?
that's why I didn't
You're gonna look for
wanna
traps.
I didn't want to draw it either, but there's essentially tracks that go like from here up.
Of course,
Is it
it's
tracks?
well used.
We're
It's a
mine.
mine.
tracks,
It's
like
a fucking
choo-choo
mine.
tracks. Choo-choo.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a play on traps. Just
Yeah, I got
keep
that.
on, keep on.
I know, but you know what?
By
you
tracks you mean footsteps,
By
like
No, like
not like
choo-choo track.
actual trap.
like
like a
tracks
railroad.
that a cart could be
Okay.
pushed along. Yeah,
Railroad.
like a railroad. Yeah, like a railroad track essentially.
like a trap or no.
Kind of.
I'm gonna walk down,
I'm starting to walk down as
Oh,
well.
the trap's
pushing
silver.
him in front.
We're walking. Everyone's walking. Do-do-do.
Everybody's walking single file, so just have you gotta have a
Yeah.
you gotta have a marching
Single
order.
file. Okay, who's first?
Ritz,
And
I
what
bet
fucking
they
color
Ritz
are
is
you?
first.
What color were you? White.
White.
With her.
I'm going to let those two go ahead of me, and I'll be at the back, kind of keeping an eye out behind us.
Sure.
You're yellow.
Okay, no problem. I'll follow it.
My.
So I'll be like 10
Okay,
feet away from you, or 10 or 15 feet away from you guys.
Okay.
Watching our back.
no problem. Hear nothing. Roll. Everybody can roll like a small perception check for me.
I'll tell you if it's small.
Yeah, I
It
know.
is.
That's it. Is it small?
16.
3. It's small.
I had a 16 too.
Nice.
16, 16.
12.
So you two are where? You guys are the back,
Yeah. Zeph and I are hanging in the rear.
towards the back. You see nothing, but you hear some light pebbles kind of falling from behind you, like in this area.
I'm gonna stop.
Okay.
I'm kind of, because I'm like 15 feet away. Fuck. Okay. I'm just gonna say, wait, hold, halt, halt,
Holt.
halt.
I do so,
I'll
Captain
halt.
Holt. Yeah, I stopped.
and I
There's a
shine,
rumbling.
I shine my light up that way.
So you turn, look up, kind of towards
To him.
to him.
Yeah. that way.
Yeah. So you just see Zephyr kind of standing there, telling you to hold. Couple more pebbles kind of fall from behind you.
Behind you,
Yeah, like just
like on top.
from here, basically on top of you.
Okay.
From the roof.
There's
I'm
something.
gonna look up
There's something. Okay.
without the light. Oh wait, no.
Yeah, I imagine Zephyr is standing still, just kind of looking around. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna shine my light at you.
You wouldn't be able to see it with your 3 perception check.
I'll look up.
Yeah, I mean, I figured. I figured if there is something that triggers your perception.
Yeah.
As you guys kind of slowly, it's like if you're not wanting to like scare an animal, you kind of just move your eyes and your heads very slowly, and you can see on the ceiling a screaming human being.
Just
In the spider web.
You see something just kind of tail, like you basically see the back end of something kind of tail into the ceiling. Looking closer, there's like large holes kind of
Everywhere.
yeah, in the roof of this.
Let's
chamber.
start
Say, guys, I think we found our friend.
I think we need to definitely. I think we should take this slow.
Take this slow and stealthily.
Don't make any noise we don't need to make.
Should we keep all of our lights on?
Up to
You
you.
can cover. You can cover that.
Yeah.
That light on your shield. So it's up to you, or you can drop it for you.
I take my.
It might be better, more useful if you guys can see. That's
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Mhm.
so. Just keep it on. Just
You don't have dark vision, right?
I don't know.
Okay.
Nope.
Didn't think so. Okay.
Do you need stealth checks then? We're gonna go really stealthily down the stairs. Do you have any javelins by the
Sure.
way? Bear?
Go ahead and roll stuff.
I pass 2 javelins to you as well.
Jesus.
Natty 20, baby.
Natty 20 for stealth.
12.
Great.
For a 19.
Yay!
Yep.
Yeah.
For a 19 total.
Probably. No, it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 19.
7.
7, 19,
15.
15. Okay.
Plus
Plus
4.
4. 12.
Oh.
But I'm at disadvantage.
Which means I can't wait to roll those natty lights again.
Okay.
Fucking buttons.
As far as you guys know,
Cling,
you are moving
clang,
fairly quietly.
cling.
I
So
just
whereabouts would we have moved to there?
Yeah, I mean, you guys can keep on keep on moving. You're going slowly, so
Yeah.
you can.
So straight to the end. As
That's
fast
fine.
as
So
possible.
like right there now.
I'm gonna still do the.
We take the silver and leave. Okay.
Still gonna.
What can I say? It's
Gotta be
cooperative storytelling. What
Still
do you
gonna be
do?
about 15 feet behind the group. Just keeping an eye out on.
Sure.
Behind.
They're
Sure.
5 foot squares,
Okay.
so
I'm just gonna kind of look up. Were there any holes above us?
there were pockmarked holes kind of through the entirety of the cavern.
Like a block of cheese.
If you have that phobia, then you'd be scared.
Tryptophobia.
Tryptophobia, yeah. This would be a nightmare for somebody who has tryptophobia.
Yeah, those
How
are
big of
huge
holes are we
holes.
talking?
Roll for trip.
Like 2 feet? Like 4 feet?
Probably like 4.5 feet.
Okay.
Yeah.
do
Huge.
we hear anything coming from above or otherwise?
You hear kind of faint vibration in the ceiling every once in a while, but not nothing, no crazy racket or anything like that.
Okay, I'm looking out into, like, I'm looking past this kind of exit point, right? Into this opening.
Yeah. I mean, this is
We
all
could all
switchbacks. This is all open.
Right, we're going down.
Yeah,
like
you're
a
going
thing.
down
Oh, right, that's true, that's
and
true.
looking out, and this is
Right,
just a
we're not in a
big
tunnel
open
anymore.
pit.
Right.
There's like what you see is these. I mean, you're close enough now. Like these are just like large kind of boulders that they probably couldn't excavate out of, so they've just kind of dug their way around them, leaving these inflamed, kind of glowing crystals.
Right.
Would I know anything about if they are like explosive, dangerous, anything like that? Or are they just red glowing rocks?
Does anybody have proficiency in Arcana?
I do.
I have religion.
Religion?
I do.
Sure, go for it.
Cocker.
I can't see it from here.
I'll do it again. It's fine. It's actually a good roll. Okay, about the same. 14.
14. They look vaguely dangerous.
Okay. Careful with the redstones. They look vaguely dangerous.
Thank you.
Good to know.
Thanks. Clang, clang.
Yeah, I'm making my way over to
Ding
the,
dong.
the
There is
cart.
Tipton. He's good. He rolled a 20. He's good.
Making your way to the cart. Okay. Is anybody else kind of moving their way
Yeah,
across
I'm
the
with her.
Immediately. I'm.
Again, my shield is covered.
Which way are you
in
going?
nice
This way
little
or that way?
Straight shot.
Straight shot.
Straight shot. You're hanging up
Think.
there.
Yeah.
I
Hold
am
the
not-
entrance.
I would like to.
Hold the door.
Hold.
Hold right there. Like, I want you to hold there. Clang, 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 clang.
Elders
To be
Glass.
honest, I don't think I can push this cart, I'll be honest. So I think I should probably just stand back and shoot some things if I have to.
Okay, not a bad idea.
Oh my god, so many
There's a
people.
girl in here now.
Ritz, are you okay?
Britza gets
I run
sucked
towards
into
the
the
woman.
ceiling.
Do you want me to
You
go in
what?
front?
You what? You run? Yeah.
I
yeah,
run.
do it.
I run towards a woman.
Me and Bear are going for the cart.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna stay I'm gonna
And
stay
I
here
pull
actually.
out my shield of light,
You two are.
Okay.
I would
going
like.
this way.
Are you
Put
gonna
it-
stay here?
pointing right at the ground. That way it's not.
Nice.
Okay.
Good idea. I'm going to hold an Eldritch Blast for anything that may attack them.
Okay.
I'm arrowed up. I'm ready to go.
I need
holding that bless up.
everybody to roll a 1 perception check for me.
Perception.
Roll a 1, you got it.
Hell, this is
Ooh, baby.
not good. 18.
5.
I'm using all my good
18.
rolls.
What'd you say?
13.
13?
15.
15?
5.
Okay.
I'm blind.
You're blind. That's okay. That's okay.
My eyes are closed because I'm scared.
This thing was trying to be stealthy, but it's not the greatest stealthy guy in the world. So as you guys are approaching the cart, you look up one more time and you see this massive kind of red head
Oh god.
on this insect.
The worst.
Ugh.
It has these jaws that are dripping acid, and you actually hear it hitting the ground about here, just kind of sizzling on impact, as it's just kind of watching.
I'm casting bless now on us.
That's
I'm
Okay.
holding.
Just so you guys know.
Does that do anything like visual? Is there like a flash or anything like that?
That's a great one.
Oh.
A great question for you.
We all
making
start
sound,
glowing.
I guess is the
I'm
better
holding
question.
Eldritch Blast till he makes an aggressive move.
Just so we're all clear, bless 3 targets, D4 to add to your attack or saves.
D4 to attack or saves.
Yes, for 1 minute. Okay. VSM. So yeah, a little bit of everything.
Wonderful. As soon as you drop that blessing, you just hear, and this thing comes out of the ceiling at like Mach 5 and just crawls along the ceiling and the wall and just kind of
You nasty.
goes right. I'm gonna use like these dice for him because he takes these large. So he takes up like 4. He takes up like a large square, and just like coils itself around this cart. And I mean, you held your action, so you can go ahead and rip your blast into him.
Rip my blash.
What is it? 10 plus 2 plus 4? 16? 16 in it?
Ritz is like
16. Yeah, 16 hits. Go ahead, roll that
On the
that
fiddle.
on the
blast
fiddle.
damage.
Boom, 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 boom. You're like Ritz.
And then
all
while
the
we're
time.
at it, everybody go ahead and roll.
Roll initiative.
I'm also gonna take a shot because I also had my action.
Nice,
ready.
10.
Did you?
So 14
Yeah, I said I
damage.
got my bow
You
ready.
gotta go.
14.
Got it, roll. Oh well, it was a natty
14
light,
damage.
so
I
it doesn't
got
fucking
14
matter.
damage. Yeah.
This is just.
No, that was my shot.
sorry, what was it?
I didn't take the shot.
14 damage.
Yes, you did.
14 max.
Max.
Max out.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Uh,
fuck.
something bad is
Just
gonna
don't.
happen.
There's
this after.
3 of them.
Something
Well,
bad's
19
happening
damage.
after this game for sure.
That was a cool.
13.
Okay.
Perception was 19. My shot was a natty light.
Yeah. I mean, you guys are here. It's within your. You can see it. So go ahead and your shot was 19.
Yeah.
What's your damage?
No.
No,
Her
sorry.
shot was
my
1.
shot was 1.
Oh.
Yeah.
Does that hit?
No, doesn't break that
Plus
AC.
8.
Is there any
Uh,
character that can hit, please?
No, not on Natty Light. Not on Natty Light. Natty Light's just a fail. So this Eldritch Blast ricochets. This thing rears back, and you fire that arrow. Just hits the wall as the thing kind of thrashes. Yeah, okay, we're in initiative.
order.
Yeah, hit me.
3. And rolled a natty light.
4.
Okay.
Fuck you guys.
Oh boy.
It's okay. There's not many enemies, so
No, I
like,
did.
You're 4, you said?
No, mine
we are where we
Fucking
are.
jinxed it.
Okay.
13.
13.
Mine's 19.
What was yours?
19.
19.
Nice. Okay, good.
Ritz, I mean, you guys were holding your actions.
Good.
Alright, fuck it. I'll give you another one.
Are we at the top anyway?
You're at the top anyway, so like as this thing hits the ground, you blast it once.
Well, we sent it reeling back.
You were holding your action. It was basically a surprise round for it. So it's your turn, Ritz. Take it away.
6 plus 8. 12.
12.
Not 12.
It's 14.
Not 12.
14.
There you go.
Not 12.
6 plus 8 is 14.
14
Final answer.
just misses. So this,
Ooh.
you uncork, it hits it and just kind of bounces off of its armor. Zeph, go ahead.
Alright. I'm going to actually.
Shit.
First off, I'm gonna use Hex.
You could have added 4 to your
Oh
attack.
fuck yeah.
Can I add it?
Go for it.
Inspiration.
It's a
It's
blaze.
2. right?
2.
Yeah.
Total of 16. 16 hits.
That's what I did to hit. Hell yeah.
8 damage.
8 damage.
Hell
Okay.
yeah.
You
Okay.
can use that anytime you want on every single turn.
For the next minute.
Now
For 1 minute.
Anything
Which is
you
like
will ever.
Megapede is
10
gonna
fucking
go.
rounds. I hope we're not in combat for 10 rounds.
Okay. He is
Grandma.
going to.
That's
No, he's gonna do his thing. So he is going to.
I think it's still my turn.
Crawls around and comes.
It's still.
Still your turn. Did you not roll your damage yet?
No,
Did you not
I
Eldritch Blast?
wanted to Hex
Yeah. Okay. Hex away.
first, and it's a Dex Hex.
Hex.
DX Hex.
What's the resist on that?
There is no resist on it.
You can't resist.
Oh yeah, there's just
Yeah.
it happens. I'm just
Irresistible.
hexed.
It's like pizza.
That's within 90 feet, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Easy.
Okay, so he's got disadvantage on ability checks made with dexterity.
Dex hex it is.
DX
And as my so that's my bonus action, and then now I'm gonna Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, blast him.
Oh fuck, here we go. Okay. Doesn't matter. 4 plus 6. Yeah, it's only 10 to hit, so no.
10, so this Eldritch Blast just soars over this thing's head. It
Yeah.
kind of skitters underneath it. You see as it turns, it's got probably 100, 200 legs on this long, disgusting worm
centipede.
torso.
Disgusting.
I would say so. Yeah, it's like a centipede. And it rears back, and
To its 4 foot in girth.
it's gonna crawl kind of along this rock here, and then that's about 10 feet up in the air, and on this line to hit both of you here, he is going to.
Oh, sick! Yeah.
He's going to spit acid at you. As it rears back, you see this like
Add this
green
to your
glow.
acid save throw, just so you know.
And this 30-foot long line of acidic bile just out of this thing, and it sizzles as it hits the ground. So yeah, you two are gonna have to make a dex save, please.
I get advantage on.
You would, yes, yeah,
And add your bless.
Yep.
If you need to, for sure.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
All right, I'm good. 19.
12.
You take 20 points of
I'm gonna
acid
add my
damage,
D4 just in case. 20.
and you take 10 points of acid damage. It's Barry. You feel it as soon as it hits your skin. Every nerve on your body starts
scream?
to shut down. This thing is like just the nastiest nerve talk. It just burns like you've never felt in your life. And that is going to be his turn, I guess. Let's see if he gets it back next turn. He does. That's great.
You need better freaking initiative rolls, man, because you
I
never
know.
rate.
I
Like,
can't rage, yeah.
You never get to rage on time. Okay, Bear, you are up as your body is screaming at you, sir.
Yes, I'm definitely gonna fucking rage.
Yeah, I would say so.
Acid rage.
I would say so.
And
Ass
then
rage.
I will.
I'm
Wait.
gonna ass
Okay.
rage.
Can I Stone's Endurance attack like that? I know it's a little bit
interesting.
behind, but
I don't know. Let's find out.
When you're not in
Stone
really
rage.
help right now. Yeah, you can Stone's Endurance without rage. I just wonder if
Yeah.
you can do it for acid.
Focus yourself to occasionally shrug off injury. When you take damage, you can use your action to roll a d12. Just as when you take damage, I think.
Yeah.
that would be huge.
Add your con modifier to the number rolled and reduce the damage by that total. It doesn't say anything about what kind of damage it is, so
Okay.
have at it. That's your reaction.
Add back.
Whoa, my goodness.
Add back 12. All right.
Woo!
We're back in business,
That
boys and
was,
girls.
That
that
is
was
close.
fucking large for you.
That is close.
Back in business. All right, so I'm gonna go
What
rage.
rage?
Yeah, you're able
Acid
to.
rage.
You're able to
Ass
kind of,
rage.
despite
Acid
every
rage.
fucking nerve on your body literally vibrating and stinging,
Yeah.
you manage to kind of shake it off, and it just pisses you off.
So he's 10 feet
It's about
up.
10 feet up in the air, yeah.
So
well, not
since
in the
I'm-
air, but he's on a
I'm
rock. He
8
just
feet.
scurried up.
If I were to take
Yeah,
out my
5 foot.
great axe, could I go with an
You have
arm?
5
like-
foot reach? Fuck yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely you
Yeah.
can.
So I'll move up to the vile creature, reckless attack.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
that's only 12 plus. Can I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
2-year attack, yeah.
Yeah.
you can. You can.
Big 4.
It's 2, so 14.
Not gonna work.
14 is
It's either 15 or 16.
14 is not gonna do it.
So I could be here then.
Yeah, you're right underneath it. You take a swing at its head. The head just kind of it basically. You see it now is like the acid that's dripping from its inner maw. These like 4 kind of mandibles outside just kind of grab at your axe. Basically, it's trying to like grab your axe as you're hitting it in the face.
Grab it, yeah.
Grab my
Felix, you are up, sir.
I'm gonna come around back here, and I'm gonna swing at his ass.
Okay, you'd have to climb up probably. What's your
Would I?
reach? Yeah,
He takes
He's
up
10
4
feet.
squares, you said.
he does take
1,
up
2,
4
3,
squares.
4.
Yeah, he is. You're right. He's kind of curled up.
You can smack his ass, I think.
Yeah, fuck it. Yeah,
Sneak attack.
Sure.
Advantage?
advantage because he's flanked. Yeah.
Oh my
Doesn't matter,
god.
it's a 5 and a 2, so I don't.
This guy rolls to 5
Doesn't
and
matter
a
to
fucking
me.
I
2.
even use the house.
Guys, come on, guys,
Poop in the
Get
bed.
it together!
get it together. You gotta talk to those dice.
What are you doing?
Talk to those dice.
What are you doing in there?
You gotta let them know.
You're my precious
Let 'em know you're
baby.
upset.
Fucking
No.
spank you.
I'm not
That brings us
upset.
up to the
I
top.
will trade you for
I'm
a
not
scene.
upset, I'm
You
just
see, like as you
disappointed.
take a rip, this like has this stinger on its tail, and as you just take a rip, it just kind of knocks it aside by accident. It's not like it's a fucking you can see everything, but it
It's
just
like
kind
when
of
a cat's tail doesn't
knocks your
work.
blade aside, trying to avoid everything. It lets out another scream as it looks up at Ritz.
I'm gonna shoot him in the face.
Shoot him.
I'm
in
gonna
the
start.
face.
I'm actually gonna like kind of as all that's happening. I don't know. I'm climbing up here. I'm kind
Okay.
of like up a level too. So
Yeah. Yeah, so looking out there, it's really something for you because he's just like encased in this red light coming from these crystals. Just, it's
Scary.
quite a sight. Yeah.
So let's make it happen.
Go ahead, take your rip.
13 plus 8.
Yeah,
I'm in.
yeah, it hits
Maybe.
just fine. That hits just fine.
I'm gonna use my grasping arrow.
Okay.
So
Okay.
you have to make a save, I think. Oh no.
What kind?
Oh, on hit. Sorry, I always forget how to use these.
That's okay. If it's dex, that'd be
So
good.
you take my
That's
take
good.
my regular damage, like regular. So 9
Okay.
damage.
Yeah.
Then 2d6 poison damage.
2d6 poison damage.
Poison and acid are different.
Poison and acid are different.
They are. Go ahead and roll your damage.
An additional 7
Additional 7. Okay.
poison damage.
Looks like he takes some.
Okay.
Looks like he takes a little bit.
It's resistant.
So he's wrapped in brambles a little bit. Speed is reduced by 10 feet.
Okay.
There's no save for that at all.
No. Well, I just have to roll an attack.
Yeah.
And then
It's a roll to hit. No.
and then if you try to move, you take 2d6 slashing damage until you can make an athletics check, which is 15 DC.
Okay.
They last for 1 minute or until I.
Is it an action to break out of it? Or is it just.
It says,
Says you.
the target or any creature that can reach it can use its action to remove the brambles with a set athletics check against my DC.
Okay, yeah, so that's a 15 you said?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, okay. Well, fuck. That was really good. Zephin, you are up. As Ritz fires this arrow, just blows up in these sharp vines that kind of encase this creature.
I'm going to. I'm just gonna shoot it with the elder.
You got.
Ooh.
You gotta
Shoot
give
that
me
elder.
That's a natural 20.
Fuck!
Let's
go!
go,
Never
baby!
did see one.
Alright, that's fine.
Zephin's on fire today.
Zephin is on
Don't
fire.
know what the fuck's going on.
Seventh on
Come on,
Roll those two.
Zephin's on fire all the
And
time.
then I rolled a 9.
Nah.
Jesus Christ!
Multiplied
Thanks,
by
Rob. You didn't even
2.
have to.
Yeah, it's 18.
That's 18.
I
Hey.
appreciate
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Plus a 4. It's a 22. But I'm not done because I get hex damage, which I rolled a 5.
Right
Which is
up.
10.
Oh, yeah, because that
It's
doubles up.
necrotic.
Oh fuck.
If that knows anything.
Bitch.
Yeah, he's looking real bad.
We just fucked him up! Let's
He's looking real bad. Okay,
Seven's a
all right.
roll. Come on.
that's
I
fine.
haven't done anything.
That's fine.
We got
And I'd like to,
acid
if I
spell.
can,
We're doing
kind of
great,
just
dude.
move like, what, 5, 10,
We're just on either side.
15,
Yeah.
20, kind of like,
Yeah,
you're
you're
in,
come
you're
down
in
there.
cover. Because that's about 10 feet up, you said, right?
Oh, fuck. Okay. Wow. That really
Those
that,
are really good
That
rolls.
was really.
dude, that took that was
Great
30
rolls.
35 damage.
That's a bad.
That was
Wow.
35 damage in
And
one
I did
shot.
like, whatever,
You would have killed
13
me.
or something.
Yeah.
You almost would have killed Bear.
Yeah.
God damn.
Would have killed
Bad.
it.
You also have a wisdom save at advantage.
I got it. Yep.
Okay, you took it down?
Yes, sir.
Did you succeed?
Success.
God damn. Okay.
Great success. Alright.
Give me the grasping arrow one more time. Holy fuck.
Grasping arrow, he can't.
Fuck.
Is
He
that
can't
hex,
move
man?
at all.
Hex is
If he
so
moves, he
sick.
takes 2d6 slashing damage. Or he can, he
Use his
takes,
action to break the branch.
and then use his action to break the branch. Brambles.
Right. Okay. Okay.
Regardless of what he does, he has to.
Oh,
take
and he
2d6
gets, but he
slashing
like they're
damage,
both
basically.
getting attacks of opportunity from you guys. Fuck. I mean, it's
We
like
fucked this worm.
you fucked me up. Okay. Well, he's gonna try and fucking break out because he's a goddamn animal. So
Huge strats.
what a trip that was. 12.
Literally.
It literally
It
teetered
doesn't
on
work.
19. Then it was like no 9.
So it doesn't work. So then you take
It doesn't work.
2d6, 7.
7 slashing damage.
As this thing kind of struggles against it, you see these vines wrap tighter and tighter, and it almost looks like the life is like slipping from this thing's eyes already. It got fucked. It got right fucked up. As it continues to struggle, but the struggle is slowing down, and that is all he can do.
Worm.
That is all he can do.
Somebody boop him in the face.
It's all you, Bear.
Bear.
Okay, so he didn't hit me, so I have to rage again. Use my second rage. That's fine.
He didn't hit you, yeah.
Yeah, you have to take damage.
Well, you don't. You also
Right.
don't have to rage if you don't want to.
I don't have to, but I'm gonna play it safe and I'm gonna rage.
Okay.
I'm gonna rage.
Okay.
Okay.
Go for
Reckless attack.
Yeah. Fuck it. Why not? That hits. Go ahead. Roll your damage.
It's gonna hit. Okay. Yeah, it would have been a lot.
Yeah.
So here we go.
It's over. Do you roll a 2? Yeah, you do. Fucking, you do.
Yes.
You do not need to
How to ruin an encounter.
How to ruin an encounter. As it continues to kind of like grab at your axe, you kind of manage to rip it away, and these vines wrap around it. It screams out. As it does, you just bury your axe in its head, and you see it just kind of twitch and do this little fucking bug death thing, and just like, and it just kind of crumples into a little worm ball.
Still moving, so I would just like to hit it.
Yeah. And you get advantage. And
I got
and
a
it's
13.
sneak attack.
I got a 13.
That misses.
Is plus 5 is 18.
That hits. Yeah.
So I
Go
did a
ahead.
lot. I did a lot.
Go. Yeah.
Good job.
You hit it right in the butt, and you swore that stinger was coming at you.
Yeah.
Good job,
And,
Felix.
While it was dying,
That was all you, Bear.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So as you hit it,
Double ones damage, just in case anyone was wondering.
you two go ahead and roll perception for me.
17.
5.
17 is definitely enough. As you like rip your blade out of it, you see Felix like ha ha, and you get
On guard, beast.
on guard, vile beast. You get out of here. And it starts to get quiet again, even though you hear him like ah ha wah. That's not what he sounds like. I'm just bitter. But you definitely
Adam's like,
There's
and there's
more.
another worm, guys. Surprise.
there's rocks that are starting to kind of little small pebbles
Don't
falling
joke
from the
about it.
ceiling.
Okay, I hear that and just say, we need to get the silver and run.
That's
Let
you
him
two.
go.
Run into the cart.
Okay.
With ya?
Yeah,
Um,
I'll go for the
You guys can.
We only need one.
You'll only probably
only need
need
one.
one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
You only
Just
need
me
about
and you
50
pushing
pounds of
this.
silver.
And I've got powerful build,
Yeah.
one size larger when doing carrying capacity.
But this is
Push,
a strength.
drag, or
this-
lift.
Pushing. We're
Oh, push, drag, or lift.
Push,
Okay,
drag.
so you'll get advantage on on
Your
this
strength.
check regardless. You can both make it, and since his strong build, let's say we both make it at advantage. Go
Cool.
ahead.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm
Also
also
double advantage
You're
because like, you
strong,
got
Felix.
powerful
You're so
build.
strong.
You got
Fucking
Strong.
22, baby!
Nice.
Yeah, you guys
was what's my strength? Is that what we're going with?
strength.
Yeah, 21.
Nice.
Fuck yeah!
Alright,
You
yeah.
guys start to
Let's
move
go.
this. This is
The
a
cart
little bit
starts
longer than
flying.
I
A
thought.
little
Just a
bit.
little
Just a
stronger.
little though.
Well,
Okay.
I'm kind of looking back, you're like,
So you guys can move at
I'm
like, at
sweating
your
now.
at your movement
I'm
speed.
looking like you
you're
in
like,
the gym.
Yeah. You get about
take your metal.
you get 30 feet on your first turn, so you guys can count it out there.
These are fives?
Yeah, you can't move the marker
10.
because it's marker, so don't try and move the
You can actually
You're
move the
good,
cart.
drive.
What's it?
Yeah.
This is your cart. This is your cart now.
Oh, cool. So 5. 30.
Okay, perfect. The rumbling really starts to pick up from this general area in the ceiling of the cavern.
Push!
Yeah, fucking go. Fucking go.
Alright,
You can get
another
30.
roll.
You get
If anyone
30
has
feet.
anything to block that hole,
You get 30 feet
Do it
on
now.
your 30 feet on your turn. You don't have to do another strength check. That
Okay.
strength check is gonna get there.
Gotcha.
But you guys are using your action to
Yep.
move this thing.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30?
Yep. Okay, so you take it around this corner.
I assume you're
And
in
make
front of us.
No, I'll stay behind you.
both of you
Cover
need
in the
to
rear.
make a dex check now. Just straight up dex.
Advantage with the data. Oh, no, I can't see it, right?
No, it's not a saving throw. Just,
Oh, okay.
just a straight check.
19.
Fuck you.
Nice, yeah.
Even fucking 14 total because your minus
Right,
one
yeah,
dex.
14.
That's wild. You guys are rolling the shit out of these dice.
Not when it
You
counts.
turn the corner. You kind of have to align it a little bit. It takes like a second or two to get it on that track, and then you start to push it uphill.
Heave.
And it's then this you see a second worm drop right out of the hole and land there.
I would like to.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's,
never mind. I'll wait.
I don't have. I only pulled up. If I can use that, I feel like. Okay, so we'll just like stick with the initiative order. I will assume. I mean, you guys are acting together anyways because
Sure.
if you're pushing that cart.
Yeah.
Ritz, you are up as the second worm drops down out of the
I'm
ceiling.
gonna try and shoot him in the face.
Fucking shoot that guy.
That's my plan. That's my big plan. 15 plus 8.
15 plus 8, that hits.
I'm just gonna roll. 8 damage, please.
8 damage. Okay.
We're up.
2. All right.
We're still blessed.
You are still blessed. Zephin, you are up, sir.
I would like to move.
Do the same thing you did earlier.
I'd like to move my hex to this new
The
creature.
X is on it. X is
Dex.
on it.
Dex.
Human death.
Are there any red crystals around it?
Around it?
Right in
Yeah,
front
like
of
it,
you,
it literally came through. It's actually like right next to
I
it.
would like to shoot the red crystal, please.
Shoot it away.
Ooh, 18 plus what?
Are you
Blast,
Eldritch
of course,
blasting
yeah.
it? Yeah. Yeah.
It's a 24 to hit.
Okay. Go ahead and roll 2d6, if you will.
8.
8. As you aim your Eldritch Blast, you're looking down at the worm. You just go to its left, and it hits this red crystal, and it explodes into fire in a 10-foot radius. So like that whole area is just encompassed. You see the worm flail away from it.
Right.
How much was it total? You said
8.
8 damage.
But then do I get the hex damage as well?
I suppose you would. I actually don't know.
No,
You're the expert.
because it's
in-
whenever you hit the target with an attack. So technically, I hit the.
You
hit
guys
you
can
didn't
always
hit the
feel free to
thing.
cheat because like you're the experts on your characters. There's no like, I'm not there yet.
No, yeah.
So feel free to cheat. Like I don't know.
So
And
No,
just
because you
and
didn't
we can look
attack
stuff
the.
up.
You
You
didn't attack
deal an
them.
extra necrotic damage whenever you hit the target with an attack. So it's
Yeah.
up to you.
No.
Okay. Fair enough. Cool.
But that
That'll do.
is now
Fair play.
is off the
It was good.
is off the table as this thing fucking freaks out, and it's got. Goes. I guess it'll go to. It
I'll
loves.
probably like move like that.
Loves.
Just to make sure.
So it goes.
Keep
This
some
is when it
space.
gets difficult. 5, 10, 15, 20, 21, 30, 35, 40. This thing is coming for you.
Quick.
Oh, fuck.
It's got 40 feet. It just skitters along the ground. You see its body stretch out to
God, it's
about
silver.
25 feet in 25 feet in length. I mean that's all it can do. It can use the rest of its action to dash, and it'll just close right to you. You're black, right? You blue.
I'm blue.
You're blue.
Linen.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
he'll double dash and kind of get around you this way.
Oh,
Perfect.
that's your
Um,
silver.
He loves
I'm not
fucking
coated in silver.
loves metal. This
Your
guy fucking
shiny
loves
metal.
metal.
Mm.
Fucking Iron Maiden,
Makes sense.
Metallica.
Heard you're in a band, dude.
Chainmail.
Let it be known I have no metal on me.
You look tasty.
Yeah, that's why he's kind of like, fuck you. You're just flesh.
Yeah, I have leather armor.
I'm hungry for that
I got a
metal.
leather vest. That's it.
Technically, I have.
Yeah,
full
that's.
armor.
I mean, you're just
I'm chainmail.
you're
You're a
his.
nice. You're
you're
dessert.
dinner.
You're
You're
breakfast.
dessert.
You're like, I'm fucking hungry.
I too.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys can act in tandem if you want to
Push
push this thing 30 feet.
Bear.
We're pushing up.
Leave it at the base. Let's kill this thing before we go anywhere.
Okay, it did move pretty far. Okay. So, I wouldn't be enraged, right? Because I was raging the last turn. We
Correct.
ended combat.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I have no rage left. All right, I'll turn around and reckless attack.
Reckless attack. Fucking reckless attack away.
Okay. 16.
Yeah, it hits.
Do it. Okay. I don't get a rage bonus, but that will be 5. Sorry.
3
at
plus
least
strength.
7. Yeah,
7?
so 7. Yeah.
Okay. There, this thing kind of again
head.
like angles back. It tries to bite at you. You just smack it in the mouth with your battle axe. As you like hit it and you pull your battle axe down, you actually see like a little bit of the edge of your battle axe is corroded.
Ooh,
Yeah.
gross.
Okay, Felix, you are up.
I'm going to juke around back it.
Okay, as long as you stay within its range, then it's
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. Kind of snaps at you, but is still focused and locked into Bear's axe.
And let's see if I can hit him with an
Body
advantage this
spray.
time. Let's go 20.
That hits.
1d8 and then 1d6 of sneak attack damage.
Yep, yep.
Oh, love seeing that.
For 7 altogether.
7 damage.
Sneak
Okay.
back your ass this one.
Okay.
Flip everything to its max. That's how I got started.
You managed to find
Is
kind of
that
a soft
lucky, you
spot
think?
between its
Yeah.
hard red carapace and its like its soft kind of black underbelly. You stab up and in. It just like it recoils again. The body just automatically like kind of constricts around it. Its little legs are like, yeah, it's pretty gross. Pretty gross. Ritz, you are up.
I'm going to take. I have pitch in my bag,
Okay.
and I'm gonna dip my arrowhead and make my little baby flame, and make a fire
Cool.
arrow.
Cool. Is Druidcraft an action or a bonus action?
Ooh, let's find out.
Great question.
Might be an action. Might be an action.
Really cool thought. You just need to make sure that
Yeah, I
that's,
know. No, I hear you.
that action economy wise it's good.
Yeah, it's one action.
Yeah.
'Cause it's a cantrip.
You're trying to like
Okay, never
You
mind.
don't
I'm
need
just
to
doing
do
a
that.
regular shot.
yeah, fuck yeah. Fire away.
16.
I'm never gonna penalize you guys if you come up with something fucking cool to do and you just
Yeah.
can't do it because of the rules of the game.
Yeah.
So what is it?
16.
16 hits. Yeah, go ahead, roll that in.
9.
Alright. You guys are fucking dealing heavy damage today. Okay. Okay. It is now bloodied. It is considered bloodied. You wait again as it's like thrashing. You manage to like hit right in the mouth. Didn't like it. It's like when you get something lodged in the back of your throat.
It's like when you bite a chip wrong. When you bite a chip wrong and it goes in your gums.
Yeah. Ooh.
That.
Ooh. That's
Do
what it
that.
is. Ooh. He didn't like it.
It's like when Wrigley saw that corgi.
Poor corgi.
Puke at
We
a-
were
at a
leaving.
corgi?
We were walking out of the dog park. Out. We've had a nice day. This
Yeah.
corgi's coming in fresh, excited.
Yeah.
He's so pumped. We're like, oh, doggies, like Wrigley, go say hi to this corgi. Wrigley goes,
Just sees the dog.
That's the rudest shit I've ever heard.
So rude.
whoa! Oh my god, I would not. I literally can't. That's so funny.
Okay, I think it's Zephin's turn.
I've never seen something fucking funny.
I would like
Wrigley, say
to-
hi to the dog.
Oh, this one?
He hates corgis.
Just trying to think about what I want to do.
It's a tough one.
Something else.
I'd like
Tough
to.
one for you.
I'm gonna attempt to move over here.
I'm gonna attempt to.
Okay.
Well, first,
Elder.
yeah, I'm gonna try to attempt to move over here. I'm not sure if it gets an attack of opportunity.
No. That, this
the
four,
gaze of
this
there,
like
right?
4 square. That's his reach.
Okay.
Essentially, he is a large
Okay,
creature,
cool.
so he can, as long as it's in this range around him, the 9 squares that surround him, then
So I was
you're
probably
good.
just that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now I'll Eldritch Blade.
Fuck yeah. Maintain that distance.
Ooh, interesting. 15 to hit, I believe.
15 just hit.
Plus
Ooh.
your D4.
Oh, I got
if you
D4
wanted
too,
to,
hold on.
So it
hits.
automatically gets you over. 3.
Is that a 3? That is a 3.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Throw
over here.
Yeah,
I just wanted
throw,
to make it feel like.
throw an Eldritch Blast.
I'm
around.
blessing you.
I'm blessed.
Hashtag blast.
I feel blessed.
9 again plus 4, so 13
Fuck
damage.
me,
Let's
guys.
go,
Plus-
boys.
Jesus. Plus your
Another
hex-
2.
Plus your hex damage.
Hell yeah.
Jesus.
Dex, your dex hack.
Yo, you guys don't need silver weapons. You'll be fine.
Makes
Boom.
No, because it's
He
not
looking
half.
real
Their damage
hurt.
isn't half this time. That's why it
Okay.
seems impressive.
Okay. All right. So Felix, he is turning on you, and he is going to try and eat
That
you
is
as
why
a
this
snack.
feels so.
So
He's
would
gonna
that be
try
an
and-
attack of opportunity for Bear?
It is not, no, because he
Oh,
stays within his
sorry.
spot. He just like kind of whips his head around.
Doesn't move.
Okay, so first thing he's gonna do is make one stinger attack. So he's gonna try and sting you
Ooh.
as he whips that thing around.
Ow.
16 plus 5 is 21.
Yeah, that even with my reaction, that's 21. So.
21 and meets it.
You're-
Okay, Stinger, you take 1d10 plus Trey.
After you 10s, then I'm done. Yep.
10.
There we go. I'm just knocked out, unconscious. Oh.
Okay, great news for him.
Oh.
because now he's just gonna grab your shield and he's gonna eat it.
Oh.
It's a light.
He's real hungry, and
This was your way of getting rid of his shield?
no, this was a worm that I. No, it's
Kept
not.
him up at night.
My last words are,
Don't let him eat my shield. I need that. He ate it. He went. I'm eating your shield. Consume.
What
Target
beats
creature
these
must
shields?
succeed on a DC 13 Strength save, which you automatically fail because you unconscious. If the magic is a magic item, and it's not.
There's
Yeah.
magic on it right
So you see him just like he hits Felix with the stinger. Felix kind of falls over limp. He just like turns and his head just eats the shield,
now. Me.
It could have been a lot worse.
and you see the shield just kind of start to literally turn into liquid in his mouth, and he just yummy. That shield, she gone.
She gone.
Okay.
I erased my shield.
Fuck yeah. All right.
you.
We're nailing down that AC little by little
Literally, I now have a feat that is useless.
until you get another
Until you
shield.
Yep.
Um,
Yeah, well, you could probably find one
Okay. Bear,
literally now.
you are up. You just
General
see.
store.
Oh,
You basically see
There's a
Felix,
weapons
like
shop.
this thing hit it with its full weight of its tail.
Like,
Felix just
yeah.
like flings like 7-8 feet to the side. He falls down limp. This thing just
Ooh,
snaps
nice.
at the snaps at his shield.
Are we still blessed even though he's down?
No,
No.
that bless
Concentration
No.
drop or
drops.
Shit. So I'll do reckless
Sir.
attack.
Yep.
19, baby.
That fucking hits.
Ew, and that's just gonna be another 7 damage.
Damage. All right. Felix, go ahead and make that death save.
You bitchin'. 6.
Mark won't fail. Ritz, you are up.
I'm gonna shoot and I'm gonna aim for his uvula, hoping that he pukes up
Uvula.
Felix's shield.
His uvula. Okay. Go for it. Shoot him in the throat.
Hit that daily thing that's
We're
swinging.
gonna bite him out. Throat. 18.
Yeah, he's impressed by that wop, so hit him.
12.
12 damage. That's enough.
Yeah.
You hit him in the uvula.
Hell yeah.
Does
That,
he give up the shield?
the shield. So you see him like
It's
he
gonna be
just
in
kind of
chunks.
he like goes up. You see him like rears back and falls sideways. He pukes like it, and you see a few kind of different pieces of metal just like fall
Chunks.
from his mouth.
That's alright.
Instantaneous acid. Death to a
It-
shield.
Death to metal.
Yeah, to metal.
Death to metal. Hey, if it makes you feel better, could have been the silver. So
Metal's still alive, brother.
always.
Not death.
Metal never
No,
dies.
Tries to
Metal
kill
never
the metal.
dies.
Metal never
Felix
dies.
wakes up from his unconscious state to
metal
say,
dog.
metal never dies. And then you won't.
Where's my shield? She gone. The shield is
Dead.
gone. But roll perception for me.
Not another worm.
14.
You listen as it gets quiet again, and
Ah, never mind. I still have the 21.
why?
I don't have 21, but I get to add to my reaction still. That's fun.
Oh, you get to add to your reaction.
Yeah, my defensive duelist is with my sword.
but
not
your
my-
AC would drop.
Yep.
Your AC would
AC
drop to
drops.
17.
I know.
I think.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what does your defensive duelist do? It's +4?
Adds my proficiency to +2. So I'm back to 19.
You're back to 19. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, you're 21 still?
Yeah,
What the
no,
fuck?
No.
I panicked a little
Yeah,
bit.
I saw that in your eyes. I'm gonna find a way. When's our next proficiency bonus goes up?
4?
4 or 5, yeah.
Yeah, I think it goes up with either your ability checks. It might go up after that.
Anyway,
I'm taking feet.
That's right, I think it's a
This guy's unconscious.
save me.
I
can't say but you know
So
what
what was I hearing? Sorry.
Nothing.
Nothing. No,
I'm
no
hearing.
sounds.
Okay.
Yeah.
Somebody save Felix. Bear.
healing lights.
Let's
For
push it
one
forward.
again.
Just do a medicine check first. and
That's
then-
great.
Literally just the bare minimum
That's
for healing.
great.
That's back. That's back.
That's-
what I need. That's what I need to see.
I've decided I'm more of a heavy hitter.
I'm a healer who doesn't love healing. I just love to throw those Eldritch Blasts.
All right, let's push that cart, boys. Good
Okay.
morning, Felix.
All right.
Back at it.
So Felix, you wake up. You're basically like your gauntlet, your left gauntlet arm is like fried to shit. Yeah. And you've got like the leather straps hanging off of your arm from your shield, and that's kind of it.
I'm just gonna cast Cure Wounds on myself and
Sure.
be upset.
Be passive aggressive. No, yeah,
This is Garrett moving into his character.
I don't want to help push it up the stairs.
7 + 2, 9, and back up to 10. Let's go.
Okay.
It's huge. And then I go and I stab the thing in the fucking head a bunch of times.
Yeah, you see it as you start to stab it. You actually again pull your sword out. It starts to corrode the edge a little bit because this acid's just kind of squirting out everywhere. It
Worth
sizzles as it hits your armor.
Give it one last kick and then
Is
I
that
go.
is that more silver over there? Can I see that?
I mean, you are more than welcome to go and investigate it. If
I
you
would
like.
love to investigate.
You head over. It is a metal that looks fairly similar to what is in the cart that they are pushing.
Can I take one?
Sure.
Like a block.
Yeah, you've got a block of
Whatever.
Silver ore.
of metal.
Metal.
Silver or what?
It has not been confirmed that it's silver.
True.
It's silver.
It's
I'd like to.
I was like, is there any other fucking entrance here? Like,
Don't panic. Go panic. It's silver. Don't worry.
Like if I can find a piece like this, I don't know how it looks, but like
Yeah.
this big, like baseball.
A good old
You can
softball.
find this is a cart that's like
Perfect.
5 feet wide, like 4 feet deep. It is big.
Cool.
You can find exactly the piece that you're
Perfect.
looking for.
Love it.
Yeah.
And
You
I'll
got it.
hold that for a second.
Okay. You guys don't have to. You won't have to roll a strength check. Like,
We're up. We're up.
Because it was so strong.
well, there's just nothing really chasing you. There's nothing chasing you. As you guys emerge from this mine, Felix and Bear are able to push the cart
we
up.
see what's her face at the front of the entrance. Is it like
Amethyst
Yeah.
is their standing guard. She just kind of looks back, goes, "Oh, already?
did we get the all clear?
Nothing happened.
Here we go.
That's great.
You guys are. I mean, that's good. Okay,
Yeah.
this is the dungeon music, guys. You're
As
in
long
the
as
dungeon,
they're-
no worries, no worries.
What's his face? Brooks better be ready to
Brooks.
get this smithing going.
Brooks is always ready. Good. Okay, you guys push the cart. The track basically adjoins to the back of like the blacksmith. So it opens. There's like a hatch that you guys can open it up and just kind of throw the like dump the ore down, which winds up in a pile kind of right next to the forge. As you enter the forge, Brooks is definitely napping a little bit, and
Always ready, eh?
Keldon is
Amethyst?
not there. Amethyst sees it. She goes up. She just like gives him a little kick in the shin. It's like, oh, hey, this is. I am ready. I said I am ready. I'm ready. I'm ready.
I hand him my rapier.
And he takes a look at it and goes, "This. What did you do to this? Eh? The Mega P? Did he get you down there?
Yeah, I stabbed him a couple times.
Where's your shield?
He ate it.
He did you a favor. That was a bad shield. The
Do you
shield
have a
was
better
bad.
one?
Do I have a better one?
Yeah.
Do I have a better one? Of course I have a better one. I'm a blacksmith. I am the greatest smith in the land.
So it's +3 shield.
It is
No,
not
it's-
plus shield. It is a regular shield.
May I have it?
I am not using it, so yes, it is yours for now if you want. For
What a
a
roll.
bit of money, but we'll talk about this later.
Okay.
For now, we have to understand that the work I'm about to do will be super rushed, and so will not be my best work. But it should hold up, you know, for a certain number of days, perhaps before it will break.
How do you know him with Lynn?
He said we'll talk about it later. I still got it.
But I assume this will not be the last time I see you.
I hope not.
Okay, so essentially, as you guys come out, the sun is kind of, there's very little sun. Brooks gets the forge fired up. Amethyst is there kind of assisting him with whatever he needs.
I'm taking a short rest.
Keldon is essentially like flying, just basically like a patrol flight kind of around the entirety of the village. Yeah, I mean, what do you guys want to do? At this point, it'll take him 6 hours to do the 3 weapons, the
Wow.
2 weapons plus the
Some arrows.
arrows.
Right.
The reason he's saying that it's not going to be great work is because typically it would take about 8 hours to do a piece of work that's like up to a standard. So it'll work. It's going to do the job. It will eventually break
Right.
because he is rushing the shit out of this. I know how long it's going to last for you guys. You do not know how long it's going to last for you guys.
Do we want to give him the 8 hours? Try and give him 8 hours?
It'd be 8 hours per
Per
weapon.
thing he said.
Per weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he's basically just dipping our shit in
Yeah,
instead
yeah,
of
yeah,
crafting
yeah.
like a new
He's
thing,
got
right?
he's
Like-
gonna melt down.
Yeah, yeah.
He's gonna just melt down the silver in its entirety and just basically and then press that
So
shit,
dipped
put it in
ice
the
cream
water,
cone.
let it hang. Yeah, essentially a dipped ice cream cone. Like it's not gonna be
It's
pretty
not a
work.
crafted weapon.
Okay, cool. 6 hours.
Hey Brooks, do you,
I get full long
you have
rest
any
after
hand
that, so I get all
axes?
my fucking because I'm
Do I have
out
hand
of
axes? Yes. Look over there. There's like a small bin of of stuff that he has. Like it's hand axes, it's javelins. He's a smith. Like
Do you mind-
he's got weapons.
do you mind if I take 2 of them? And
Yes.
to work out a price.
We will
after get
we will
this?
add it to your tab. Absolutely.
Okay, thank you.
2 hand
Are we-
axes.
Capable to take a long rest here for 6 hours?
So I've looked up the long rest stuff. As long as you do not get into intense combat
Yeah.
for upwards of like an hour, then you're good.
Okay.
So essentially, like you can't necessarily long rest in like a dungeon, but like
Right.
if you're out and as far as you know, you're not under attack. As long
Right.
as like you guys are maintaining kind of your alertness and you stay on top of it, even
But
if you
you're
get
just-
ambushed,
yeah.
you might be okay depending on kind of the size of the skirmish.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely
but
get
it's a
mine 'cause
gamble.
mine's only
And you
4
also
hours.
have a guy who's going to turn into a
I
werebear
know.
on
I was
you.
just gonna say something actually.
So that's kind of those are the things that you have to deal with this evening. For he's got weapons, so he can
So
probably
6
like
hours. It's already 5:30. You said. Let's just call it 6.
Right. Yeah,
So it's gonna be midnight.
it'll be midnight, and then again, this is gonna stay turned for the evening. It's not like
Brooks.
it's not like the rage induced one. Like
Do
this
you
is
have-
the night.
Chains.
Do I have chains? Of course I have chains.
Mhm.
Bear. No offense, but you've kind of scared us today. And would you mind being chained up for the evening?
I mean, of course I would, but do you really think these chains will hold me down?
Brooks, do you think these chains will hold a man?
They
Like
are
Goliath?
they are strong chains. I have never done a werebear test on them, so I cannot be sure. As long as you protect me from the werebear and also any devils that will come, this work should not take very long.
Okay. I did my short rest dice, so I used up all my hit dice for today.
Okay.
I'm gonna full long rest, so I get my magic arrows back. Because I am mine's only 4 hours. Yeah, attempt to, I guess.
Then I have a functionality question. If I do my short rest right now and I've rolled my hit dice, then it turns into a long rest.
Well, the short rest is a per day thing.
Correct. But this short rest,
Mm-hmm.
and she's saying we might take a long rest here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, but my long rest
I know
is
your long rest is half.
smaller.
It was like 4 hours.
Yeah.
But if we truly do like a 6 hours of, do I
You
get
need an 8-hour window to rest,
8 hours.
right? But you again, like a short rest is
an hour?
yeah. So if you've done it,
Yep.
then you're good, and you'll get your hit die back after your next long rest, right? So it would be at the end of this essentially. So yeah, again, like mechanically, it will be each of you will take 2 hours and not have your weapon in your hand. Brooks has a selection of other things, but it might not be exactly what you're used to wielding.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, you'll have a silver weapon that will last you however long it lasts you. In your case, he'll do 15 arrows for you.
Okay.
That's about the amount of time that he can do. With the amount of silver that you've provided. Plus, again, you've got a werebear to deal with. So
What time is it right now?
about 5:30, 6 o'clock.
So are we chaining this man up, or what are we doing? Are we chaining you up there?
I think that's best for ours.
I think
And
you
his
need
safety.
to, but again, I think it's a band-aid solution. We need to address this at some point. Keldon,
Keldon's up in the air.
Keldon,
No.
No, he's
No,
like
he's
flying.
not.
He's flying. He's on patrol.
man's
Man's like 200 feet in the air and just flying, like doing laps around
Keldon.
the village. Keldon.
yeah,
I
guys,
mean,
I
you've
really
got
don't know.
you've got Amethyst there. If you need something done,
Yeah,
Can we try and like put him to sleep or something? Like, what if we like? I don't think it matters.
I don't know. I've never
What if
dealt
he
with the werebear
slept?
before. Not sure.
Only in battle.
we should see if Amethyst knows anything about werebears. Amethyst, do you?
Seems that she would know for sure.
So what's your? I guess she looks at you. She goes, "What's your question?"
So, what do you know about containing a werebear? Obviously, we know we need to find who laid the curse, but what do you know about containing one on a full moon specifically? If any-
Chain it up. I don't know. I mean, as far as I know, if the full moon is out, you're turning. What you can do, and it's a risk, is if you chain him up outside, and I can wall of stone us in here, kind of covering the door and covering the one wall that has a window, and I mean our only way out at that point would be like up through the chimney until I drop it, but
Can
that would at
you-
least keep him out.
Wall of stone in him, like a little closet
We need
for
the-
him.
We need the forge.
Mm,
Yeah, yeah, true. if we-
maybe. I
Keep
think it's
him
a
in, you're
curved
talking
wall.
about.
I don't know if it's a sphere.
Mm.
It's maybe around 20 feet.
Just make a little curved closet around his chained up against a wall. Be
Right.
Nice.
6 inches thick, composed of 10 by 10 foot panels. Must be contiguous with at least another panel. Alternately, you can create 10 by 20 foot panels that are only 3 inches thick.
To me, though,
Doesn't
as
really
soon
talk
as,
about.
as soon as he
Panel,
turns, though,
3 panels, maybe even a roof panel.
but as soon as he turns, he's gonna want to be out of that box, and then we're on the other side. Whereas if we lock ourselves in, he can't see or hear us. He might not
You
go
can't
for
see or
us.
hear through a wall of stone.
But do you know what I mean? If he wakes up in a box, he's gonna want to get out.
Like he can.
It's a wall of stone.
He'll.
It's
You're
not.
saying he can't get out.
I'm saying
Guaranteed.
nobody
Saying-
can get out.
I'm saying he can damage it.
Right.
It would, but it would put another. It would put another layer. This is my thought. We chain him up somewhere not in here
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
to a fucking tree. I don't know.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
And then I put walls of stone up, or basically on the inside of this blacksmith. Sorry for the damage. Brooks goes, no problem. You will help me fix. And she goes, yeah, I'll help you fix. And then we hope he doesn't find us.
My issue.
Bear,
is-
how cognizant are you when this happens?
I completely black out. I don't remember a thing.
Yeah, I
don't even know what I look like, what I do to people. All I know is it causes destruction.
My concern is that the demons and devils outside find you in a werebear state. And
I mean,
Dang
Keldon
it.
would be watching you from the sky, and you wouldn't be able to hurt him from when he's 100 feet in the air. I mean,
We can just put him in a cabin like across the street. Like there's like cabins all around.
yeah, but I mean,
Where's our map?
get rid of this for now.
Like we can literally put him in the building across the street or next door. And then someone can keep watch to make sure and see if Bear isn't running through the streets.
I think chained up in another room that's walled of stone is more than okay.
I don't know if I want him in the structure itself.
Like in our building.
Right.
Yeah, I agree. That's what you're saying.
I mean,
I
again,
think
like
I
my
want him in the building.
my wall of
Why?
my wall of stone will stand, but it can be broken through. And I don't know about anybody else. I don't feel like fighting a werebear while I'm assisting Brooks and trying to fix her weaponry so that we can destroy this devil incursion while I'm trying to fight a werebear at the same time in a contained space.
I don't think there's benefit to having him here in the building with us.
Like,
think
I'm sorry,
there
Bear. I
is.
don't mean to
He's-
talk about you like this. It's just
I understand, Amethyst.
You saw how big and loud and distractive he gets. If any demons know about him, they're gonna kill him.
Yeah, but if he's banging around in our where we all are and where Brooks needs to be working, and then demons come right to us. At least if we put him over here and he's banging around over here, they're going there, and he has a better shot at killing any of them anyway.
Who told us about the worms in the cave?
Keldon.
yeah,
Brooks.
Keldon and Brooks knew
Did
about
they
them.
say specifically how many worms were in there?
No, they didn't know.
Slots? Okay.
They didn't know.
I was gonna say you could chain me in there, but we can't risk. there
Is
being
that
a-
crazy of an idea?
I think it is. He's gonna go. If he breaks any one of those red rocks, they explode. If a worm comes,
Well, you don't
He's
just
just a
destroy.
sitting
You don't
target.
just destroy
Things.
things. You're hunting, no?
See, I don't know. I black out completely. I would assume it is more hostile creatures. There have been times before
You
where
got,
I've seen the
you
wreckage.
got rid of the worms, no?
2. There was a lot of holes.
Yeah. I'll leave it to you.
I'm more comfortable putting him across the street in a building than I am in the caves unmanned.
Yeah, I think you put him in the building next door across the street, and we will keep watch on him.
Chained, wall of stone, closet.
Mhm.
Can I recall Maddox? No? Is he within our reach per chance?
Yeah, as you try to like dip into his vision, you manage to. Looking around, doesn't look like anything is there.
Okay.
And you still have a couple of chipmunks following you.
Just
Like to tell him to come back if it's possible.
Yeah, he's
Like I want him to lead the chipmunks back.
for sure. It'll take him
Alright.
30 seconds to a
however
minute to get
long.
there as he just kind of scatters, runs through the town. About a minute goes by as you guys are deliberating. You feel him just kind of climb up your shoulder and just sit there. He holds his hand out. He jumps off your shoulder and then he goes over to you. He kind of climbs up. He gives you a lemur thumbs up,
Oh, yay.
and that's what you got.
What do you think, Bear?
Brooks just goes, are we doing this or are we fucking or nah?
That's
this
what
big
we should-
Brooks Lockridge says.
I think
Brooks Lockridge says something similar to that.
I think we tie him up and put him outside the tree. I think we put him outside the city. These are still people's homes. They're businesses. Don't want to just put him in a random.
A few of them are already pretty fucked up.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
okay.
I mean, the town is not in ruins, but like the blacksmith is standing pretty strong. There's a building over here that's standing pretty good. The military building is standing, but
rest
for the
is-
most part, like the rest of the smaller kind
Okay.
of buildings are in pretty rough shape, I would argue.
By the way, there's little like pools everywhere and things, like all these little things.
So when you guys want to have a spa day, you
They're
can do
like
that.
Ooh,
hot
that's
springs
really
from the
good to
mine,
know.
and then
Yeah.
these are like spa versions of them.
Very relevant
Pretty.
to the current devil and werewolf situation.
So-
we
Because I thought I'd want to share.
We
with-
drown.
That's very Ritz
Me
thing
and
to
Adam
share.
just like.
It's a very Ritz thing to be like, guys, just so you know,
There's also like hot pools.
don't want to throw us off.
Uh-huh.
There's hot springs here.
I'm cool with
Sulphur
throwing him
Springs,
up
like, come
here
Okay.
in a
Are we
Chained
putting
up.
him in a glass case of emotions, or are we putting him
That's-
against a tree?
I'd prefer that.
Okay.
Is a glass case of emotions in a building chained up to a wall.
And then am I throwing the walls of stone up around us?
Can you do wall of stone here and on our doors and windows?
I can basically do it around. Not really.
It might be
Like
best.
it's
to
like
protect
one
us.
one
It's
or the
best.
other. That's kind of what I got.
As it is. Put you here.
What if we dip his feet in paint or something, and then we can see if he runs where he goes?
Is that within 100 feet of? where-
Could.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Because if you
Just
turn,
bring some soot from the
if he
floor.
turns and keeps running, or if like you know what I mean, just leaves.
I was gonna suggest I was gonna have Maddox here watch him. I'll be able to keep an eye on him well.
Okay.
At least see it as long as he's chained up.
I've-
We'll have a better idea.
Sounds great.
I feel like the safest place is the cave for you guys.
Well, we're gonna have wall of stone around us, so as long as you can't.
Like she goes again.
Metal
the wall.
chains.
The wall can be broken. I mean, I might be able to.
Double
The
layered.
cave is kind of interesting. Maybe not down in the pit. Maybe I mean, there was a tunnel that goes all the way down there. Were there any holes in the tunnel?
What if you put your walls on the
The entrance.
entrance and then the part going downward?
Yeah. It needs to be contiguous. Like the panels
three
need to be touching
sides.
essentially.
Yeah.
So I can either wall you in
Roof it.
Or wall me out.
or wall you out. That's kind of the two options that we're looking at here.
Perhaps we will. Let's try walling him in. I think.
I mean, I didn't hear a thing after we killed the 2 slugs, and I figure one would be after it's silver if we're stealing it from them.
Again, I will have eyes on him
Mm-hmm.
or around him.
Sure. Yeah, Maddox can come back.
Yeah,
You're going to the cave?
I think I'm going to the cave for the
Because
night.
it will leave us undefended here, but Keldon can probably drop one more
Mm-hmm.
fog cloud around the blacksmith, and that would at least give us some form of cover if the devils come back. That's the best we can do.
I agree.
Agreed. Make him his own personal closet inside the
The
cave.
Caveroony.
I was
Maddox
thinking,
watching.
just 3 walls.
Yeah. One,
Yep.
2, 3. Boom, bang, boom. He's inside, chained,
Yeah,
wrapped around him.
yeah.
And then Maddox watching to give us early warning if he gets out.
I think that's the best we can do here.
Deal.
Okay.
Then
While
the
you
sun-
guys do that, I'm gonna go loot the shops to see if there's any of those healing
Hmm.
potions you were thinking about earlier.
Good idea.
Okay. So Amethyst starts or we'll go to you guys first. You hit kind of the three buildings there. The first one you go into, you don't even really have to open a door per se. Like a lot of it is caved in. You see that it's just like kind of fine cloth, and it's essentially like a small kind of clothing store. You can see there's about 5 or 6 silver pieces kind of scattered on the ground, but it looks like if somebody ran out of here, they just took whatever they could and put it in their pocket. You can take that if you want. Okay, so you're up 6 silver there. The second one was definitely the potion shop. So as soon as you walk in there, it's like there are bottles just shattered everywhere. It smells rancid. Like all of these just alchemical ingredients have kind of come together in this like ugly brown sludge. But there are two vials with red liquid in them that kind of catch the light when you move it around, and there is a third one that is basically separated into like 3 kind of layers, 3 layers that are like a brown, a tan, and like a lighter kind of white at the bottom. Looks like a delicious like Rocky Road ice cream.
Cool. So 2 health potions that would now.
And 1 rocky road.
In the third building, there's nothing left. It's just damage.
I just wanted to make this clear. So
They might have sold like glass or something, but it's
I
tough to
would have
say.
been probably in the forge just resting, trying
Yeah.
to get a little bit of sleep in before the night because I'm gonna have to.
Yeah, this is the forge here, right?
Yeah.
We said.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm chilling with everyone else, kind of. I want to start my long rest as early as I can.
Yeah, for sure.
So then I guess I'll go up with Amethyst and we'll chain
Okay.
up Bear and she'll wall him in.
Yeah.
And I would have told Maddox to go with them for now.
Maddox
Yeah.
is with me. I'm
Sorry,
feeding
what
her.
was that color?
Cool,
that
cool,
was?
cool.
I'll give him like a little. I'll
browns,
give him a little. I'll make the pile.
tan, and then
breaks
like an
for Maddox
off
for the
white,
night,
like
and I'm gonna
almost
say you
tan.
only
It's
get
just in
1 an
3
hour.
kind of layers.
Right.
You listen to what's now. Okay.
She goes. Amethyst goes like, Bear, I hate to like make you bear your own cross, but I can't really carry these chains. I don't know if you can.
Yeah, of course.
So you've got like 20 feet of chain in your hand, basically. You guys wander silently until somebody says something. She just kind of follows you guys.
I just say to Ritza, do you remember the tunes of the 3 songs I taught you?
Yeah, but I was wondering if. I mean, I guess it's inevitable that you're turning, right?
I don't want it to happen, but if by some strange occurrence I do make it to the forge, obviously at a distance we need to figure out if there's anything to this fiddle helping me turn back.
I'll do my best. I was gonna give it to you to play in the meantime, but that doesn't really help anyone, does it?
She just goes like, I could use a ditty.
You can practice. What was the first song, Ritza?
I literally don't know.
Ritz.
Smoke on water.
Nah, nah, nah.
Smoke on the
Snow.
Style Water
Snow smoke on the
by
best
Dee Mahogany.
Mhm.
Yep.
Mm.
Charlie Daniels, The Devil Went Down With His
The
Arm.
devil on top of his
Mm.
arm.
And Fuzzy
That's-
Osborne with Bark at the Moon.
Yeah.
Bark at the moon. Shit.
I think
Classics. How could I forget?
so. There's two things. So how long? I need like 6 hours of rest to get
Yeah.
a full long rest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would have also taken that little baseball-sized piece of silver and
Yep.
given it to Maddox as well
Cool. Yeah.
to put near
Yes.
the cage. I suppose we're gonna call it.
Put near
The bear cage.
By bear.
The bear cage.
Oh, so up
His
up
little
in the
cage.
I want to. Yeah.
because he's going up here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever the baseball thing is, like
Yeah.
Maddox is gonna put it kind of near
It's
the
just
cage.
like
Yeah.
it's too cute because he's
Yeah.
like it's too big for him. He's like kind of falling over. He can't really lift it. It's like I think they can only lift 10 pounds. Right?
Yeah,
It's
something.
essentially an age.
I imagine like a little baseball.
Yeah,
might
yeah.
Be able to
He can like
get that up, yeah.
yeah, it's adorable. Okay. Amethyst goes. Okay, so I mean, I guess we'll chain you. Brooks gave her a lock too, so just kind of wrap it around you in 4 kind of layers essentially. And she just kind of goes, I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry.
And you just hear the
It's
lock
necessary.
just click, lock into place. Sarah, do you want light? Like, do you want a magazine? I don't know what to offer you.
I just kind of nod to my pack. I said, if you could just light a torch, that'd be great. There's a
Yeah.
flint in there too.
Yeah. She kind of stone shapes out a little hole and then just buries like the torch in it for you.
That's all I'll need. And Maddox is here as well.
Okay.
Well, he's not getting trapped in there with you.
Well, no, but
Yeah, he'll just poof. I mean, that would be just as good to give you a heads
well,
up.
can I see him or is he
But
on the
you
other
want
side?
if you want to
He's on
tail
the
it,
outside.
He'll be on the other
He'll be
side.
so I
outside
can't
of
even
it.
see him. Okay.
yeah, he'll be outside of it.
You, you're alone. That sucks.
Maybe give him a chipmunk.
Do you want a chipmunk?
No,
Are you?
He'll eat
I'm just
it.
kind of like, Ritza, that's a great idea, but yeah,
He'll probably eat it.
kill it.
Thanks
Yeah.
for saying that, because I didn't want to say no to that. Just like, okay,
Just thought I'd give you someone to talk to while you're.
let's just.
It's true.
Yeah.
Have anything else? Okay.
All right, well,
See you in the morning.
I just have one last request.
Yep.
Could you sing me a lullaby?
Yeah.
I go into like the recovery position on my side.
The ants go marching one by one, hurrah.
I would never
Hurrah.
consider that a lullaby.
The ants go marching one by one, hurrah. That's the first song that came to my head.
Wow. That's
Been around toddlers a little bit. Just been around toddlers a little while, so Steph is obsessed with that song because
It's
it
a
gets the
great song.
girls.
I'm
The
sure
little
there's a
girls
ton
just
of-
march to
I'm
it.
sure there's
It's
a ton of
so
ants in
cute.
there, and I just like command the ants to march.
How do you know?
Yeah.
How do you
Yeah.
know they're not uncles, huh?
It's a fair point.
Whatever, Mike. At that point, we're gonna take a break, guys. We're actually gonna end the stream.
She walls of stone. You just like she kind of raises her hands above her head, brings them down again, just one raise, and you just see these panels, and you're
Chained up.
chained up and alone.
Okay.
She goes, I think we should probably head back down.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Never break the chains.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys want to take a break here, we can. If you need to.
why not?
Okay, we'll be right
Everyone's
back.
parched for water. It looks like.
I'm definitely thirsty.
Right.
We'll be right back.
Pause it.
Bye.
Pause it.
I'm not bye. It's just.
Well,
Yeah.
see ya.
Okay. quick break. That's all we need.
Quickest break you've ever seen.
Okay, so Keldon kind of lands, kisses Amethyst on the cheek, and just goes, "So you've locked him in, have you?"
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What do you want me to do? Drop another fog cloud and more?
How long does a fog cloud last?
1 hour, as long as I maintain my concentration. I
I'm
think.
sleeping, never mind.
Oh yeah,
How
you're
long
already
is
you're
the-
already sleeping.
How
right?
long does the sorry, I don't know how to do my voice. How long does the fog cloud last?
I'm gonna make it 60 feet. Concentration up to 1 hour.
Can you do 30 feet for 2 hours?
No.
How that
The
works
economy
as
of
well.
magic.
How can we make a deal here?
But I can do
Tell me.
it.
You know me.
I can do it a few times.
I think at least till.
I can do it 4 times.
Interesting.
I mean, I don't know.
I don't. How much is the forge putting out like into the air? Is there already quite the?
There'd be some smoke forming for sure.
Yeah.
I see.
Let's make it look more natural, and if you could fog us up for the next all night, that'd be
Said you can do it 4 times.
4
4 hours.
times.
4 1 hours or
Yeah.
1 4 hour. Okay. Yeah, I would say all 4 hours would be the most useful, or maybe
But when?
2 and 2. 2 hours now and 2 hours at the end of the 6.
All right. He fucking drops it. Whose weapon is he working on first?
I think we wanted bears first.
I
as well.
Fuck, I'm sleeping.
You're
Shut the
sleeping.
fuck
Yeah,
up.
yeah. You're sleeping already.
Why bears first?
Yeah, sure.
The
I mean,
biggest?
he has the great axe.
Yeah.
I want to read
Or
some of that.
you guys would want your weapons back first.
Like,
Let me do
what's
mine
your mind with
last.
that? I'm like, he can dunk arrows and do them in an hour, and then I have them.
What does Brooks recommend?
It is your weapons. I don't care. I'm making them all
case.
anyways.
In case of
Are they all-
ambush,
Who is
Full
going to
time?
do a good job protecting me? This is what I care about. I am here for Brooks. And also for you, but mostly for Brooks.
Very well.
Are they all equal timing?
Yeah, it would be about 2 hours
2
to do.
2 2.
About 2 to do each one because,
Mhm.
again, it's not very detailed work that I'm doing.
Yep.
The arrows take about the same time. That's why I can only do about 15.
Let's get the arrows done that way if we need them in the middle of it.
Yep.
And then
Okay.
then bear and then me.
Hand over my.
You got it.
I'd say do mine last because I'm not gonna need my weapon tonight at all.
You're in a box.
True.
Yeah, he's definitely last.
You're sleeping. You're in a box. You shut up.
That's what I was
Yeah,
like.
Bears is definitely last.
That's why I was like,
That's
why are we doing
I'm
bears
just-
first?
Because what?
I'm sleeping. I'm going. Oh god, I hope that this is last.
He goes, okay, I will
There's-
do the axe first. No, I kid. I will do the arrows first. With that, he goes to work. Keldon flies by,
So is
drops
that
a fog
taking?
cloud.
Is that taking 15 of my arrows and then putting
Yeah.
back 15? Okay.
Yeah, so you're down to however many arrows.
Absolutely.
He can probably lend you some, but he will be expecting some recompense for it afterwards.
That's easy.
He is a businessman who wants to
I'll
get paid.
actually just do that instead to begin with.
Do whatever you like. What are you doing?
I'm just gonna buy arrows from him.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
How did we say, you know the price, didn't you?
Yeah, it's
it 20 per
it's
gold?
20. Yeah, 1 gold is 20
Yeah, so you
arrows.
can pay me for the silver too, but that's later. It's okay, no worries. He just starts hammering away at it. Goes to work. He's
Yeah.
commanding. He kind of commands Amethyst around the forge. He's like a surgeon. Like he doesn't leave the station. Just gets people to bring things over for him. He's hammering away. You are in a box alone. It's kind of hard not to think like maybe this isn't great for you. Being chained up, your thoughts start to spin about whatever they do. You're in there a couple hours, you're not feeling anything. It's about, those 2 hours stretch into forever because you're just sitting in a box alone. You're kind of uncomfortable as the chains are wrapped tight around you. And your body starts to kind of lurch. You kind of fight it back for a minute. Make a wisdom save for me. 13. You manage to kind of fight it back for 10, 15 minutes or so.
Okay.
Happens again. Your neck starts to go vascular. Your arms start to grow hair. This is like the most kind of painful transformation that you've had, because this is the one you're like most conscious of. It's one where you maintain kind of your head for a little bit longer and you realize what you were becoming. As you like explode into this werebear form, the chains cut into your skin. They didn't leave much room for growth. And so they are like physically causing you damage, and you are in already physical agony from not only the acid that you took earlier on, but also the fact that you are
This guy's on acid.
turning.
Took a while to kick in.
Yeah, you are turning into a werebear.
You were also tripping balls.
Yeah, literally you are tripping balls. And kind of the last roll, insight for me.
Very low. That's a 6.
The last thing that you kind of see is your mother's face. And then your eyes turn and you explode out. I need you to make 3 strength checks.
3 strength. Okay.
It'll be best 3 out
These
of
are
5.
the weakest chains I've ever heard of in my life.
Okay.
It'll be best 3 out of 5.
Okay. I'm using my modifier.
Yep, it's just a straight check. Okay.
20 to 7. My third. 16.
Okay. That's 2.
So
That's
20.
that's.
So we're going best 3 to 5.
So sorry, you're 20, 24.
Yeah, so it's 2 and 2 right now.
Yep.
2 and 2. Fails.
The chains hold through the night.
These are the strongest chains I've ever heard of.
The DC to break out of them was 20.
Ooh.
Yeah. So you had 2 successes there.
Okay.
But you needed 3.
Needed 3.
So Bear, through the evening you thrash. At points kind of during the night, I mean we're like jumping around in time here, but there are points during the night where you guys are woken by the slamming of metal into stone as you hear these screams of agony. Just sounds like a caged animal trying to get out. These chains kind of slam against the wall over and over again. Lasts for hours at a time, and then eventually, just before dawn, they go quiet. So congratulations, you didn't fucking kill anybody tonight.
Yes.
How are you guys doing the resting, I guess? You guys are already asleep, right?
Whenever mine's being made, I stay awake for it.
I would say I'm sleeping first for 2 hours, and then when I wake up, my
So
arrows will be done.
Okay, so then I'll be awake for hers. She's awake for mine.
Yeah.
You're
Okay.
awake for his.
I want to get mine done as like my sleep done as fast as I can.
Right.
So
You're
Right.
sleeping
So
the
you're
whole
last
first.
with it.
Yeah.
first 4
You're
6
basically
hours.
you're
6
basically sleeping that 6 hours, right?
Yeah.
Makes sense to me.
Okay.
Getting those back.
Take soda roll. Okay. Wonderful.
Brooks is killing it.
Through the first part of the rest. So who's sleeping? You're sleeping.
I'm sleeping. You're watching first.
You're sleeping. You're watching.
Yes.
Those 3 spine devils that shook, or that Keldon shook, you see them start to kind of fly overhead again.
Covered by fog at this point.
Well, the smith itself is, but you can see them kind of making like a return. But Keldon kind of gets their attention again and manages to take them and lead them on another wild goose chase.
Nice.
So the first 2 hours kind of go by. That's the most action. They only get within about probably 100 feet of the forge or so. You have your silver arrows. You have 15 silver arrows. Okay, who's sleeping for the second part? This is hour 3 and 4. You're still asleep.
Me and him are sleeping now.
Okay, so this is kind of your watch.
Yeah.
And Amethyst is there with you guys. Like she's also staying awake, so if you needed an extra little bit of sleep, you can get that as well.
Right.
She's there again, just kind of assisting Lockridge. You look at the arrows. The arrows are fine. They're silver encrusted, but yeah, it looks like a dipped ice cream cone essentially.
Yeah.
He's there just hammering. You see the sweat start to build on his brow as the flame is just super hot, and he keeps it at a high temperature all night, working as hard and as fast as he can. Occasionally taking a pull from whatever's left of his whiskey, is anybody watching kind of the front? Who's on second watch?
Me.
Okay. So as you're kind of, you step out to get out of the heat for a minute. It's like when you step outside, that cool air. I mean, it's winter and it hits you like a cold furnace. And you look to your right. You hear up at the top of the hill these chains smashing against this brick or this stone wall. Like if you didn't know better, he was somehow getting out. And then as your vision like pulls down to the left, you see about a half dozen imps or so just like wildly chasing some chipmunks. About 100 feet away from you. They don't seem to
Yeah, I'm not gonna do anything.
bother you. Okay. An imp like catches one of them, just like tears its head off, just like throws its body to the ground. There's a couple other chipmunks that are running. They literally look up. They're like, "Please, I have a family," and the imp like grabs it, just like
How many
tears
imps
it in
are
half.
there?
There's about 6 of them, and at this point, there's 2 dead chipmunks, and then there's this baby chipmunk, and he's like,
Okay.
"Please, those were my parents."
I don't know what they're saying. All I hear
This is true. You don't hear any of that.
bear and werebear's like, what the fuck?
That's why he's trying to break out.
Yeah.
Eventually he just grabs it and he just like pops it in like a après bouche, like just like kisses it, yummy chipmunk. And then they just kind of fly back into the forest. I almost got you though.
Excellent.
I
No,
was
because
so
I'm not
close.
wasting fucking
I was
6.
so close. I could
Even
feel
if
it.
Even if I could one shot,
I could
any of
feel
them-
it.
Even if I could one shot every single one of them, I'm not wasting 6 arrows.
It's true. Okay,
I'm going bed.
that is.
And then who's next? Zephin.
Yeah.
Saw some simps. Watch out.
Am I next? Okay.
You would be, yeah. So I mean, you're on. This is hour 5 and 6.
Right.
And it is now. It is like almost midnight. It's midnight outside at this point.
The first thing I'll do is I'm gonna see through.
Yeah.
Maddox's eyes.
Maddox is sitting, just kind of staring at this stone. He's sitting out in the middle of the street. You look to your left. There's a small, like, destroyed building. You look to your right. It's the corner that Ritza was perched on in the fight. You look straight ahead, and again, you just hear this horrifying screaming, this smashing. You see like small pebbles kind of dropping off of the mouth of the cave. The stone wall and chains seem to be holding. Everything seems fine.
Okay, so in that case, what I'm going to do for my kind of watch is I'm going to still be in the forge, and I'm going to have Maddox come right to the kind of lip of the cave.
Okay.
And kind of look out. I'll still
Okay.
be able to hear through him too. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I'll be kind of.
Okay, so you're
I
looking
can't
out
hear
over
anything around me.
Yeah.
It's all through Maddox.
He's looking over like the entirety of the village.
Yeah, because I imagine it's kind of elevated.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
elevated for
Yeah.
sure. What's his roll a perception check for me?
Sure.
And what is his perception like? I guess.
After you say stats. What is perception?
Perception is wisdom. I
Is
believe.
it wisdom? Okay, pretty good.
Okay.
And it's advantage on checks that rely on hearing or smell. Ooh, really fucking good. 20.
Okay.
22, actually. 22. Sorry.
Okay. About an hour into your watch or so, Keldon decides it's time to take a rest from the
Okay.
air raid. He's also dropped the fog cloud at this point. He's used you said that he was going to
2 hours.
2
at the
hours,
beginning?
a window,
Awake
and then
for
2 hours. That's right. So he kind of comes down off of his wings, pulls out the staff. They fold back into a pack that he throws on his back, and he throws that second fog cloud on top of it. And you just see that like from the distance, obviously. You continue to look out. You think off in the distance, those might be those same winged devils that he keeps taking on chases, but they seem to be more occupied with whatever they're doing, probably hunting some kind of a bird, some other animal. And nothing happens. Everything stays okay through that watch. There's still 1 and 2 a.m. What are you doing?
I'm staying asleep.
I've technically gotten all my sleep, so I'll do the rest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Brooks at this point is just kind of humming to himself. You see, like, he's basically doing this by like muscle memory at this point. He looks like woozy as hell, and it's probably a combination of like the alcohol definitely, but also just like standing and looking at a burning flame for 5 hours, and he's just like kind of swaying and doing the work. And the work that he already promised would not be very good is a little bit worse, definitely. Because, normally there's a process for these things, and you're asking him to accelerate that process by 3 or 4 times.
Right.
So, Felix, you get your weapon back. Surprisingly, the edge is looking okay. He managed to kind of reforge parts of the blade. It's still a little bit pitted from the acid damage that you took, but there's like a silver edge on it that gleams when you hold it kind of at certain
Should I
angles.
write that as silver edge rapier?
I would just write, silvered rapier. Yeah. You have your 15 arrows, and he finishes up the axe kind of the same way. He like hammers it and then just throws it into the cold water. You hear this sizzle that kind of wakes whoever is asleep up. He goes and voila, she is done.
Let's go see if we caught a werebear.
And then he passes out, just straight back, just falls straight backwards. Definitely concussed, but he was wearing his helmet, so he's okay. Just
Yeah.
and he is out like a light. Amethyst kind of cradles him, like picks him up as best she can. This heavy fucking dwarf. She takes him, puts him in like a small cot that he has in his smithy, and she, anybody can make a. You don't need to make a check for it.
Okay.
He's still making some fucking noise. Like we're only about 6 hours through here, and you guys started your rest kind of earlier on,
Right.
so he's still got like. You're gonna
right.
be
We
listening.
started resting at 6 p.m.
Yeah,
so
you're gonna be
we're in the
listening to
middle of the night
him.
and we're done resting.
You're gonna be listening to him fucking scream for
Another
a good
6 hours.
a good few hours still.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually a great point that I hadn't considered. So let's just do one more check. No. Okay. Despite the noise, you guys are not harassed.
Wow.
Does anybody want some extra rest? Does anybody need a full 8 hours?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm taking it.
Yeah, Brooks takes it too, and a quiet kind of sets over the town. The thunder doesn't stop. In fact, it starts to grow a little bit louder. Like as the evening goes, this storm is coming in. The rain continues to pour down in sheets, but you are not harassed.
Wow.
Yeah, congratulations. Those few hours go by. It's hard for anybody to get some like really solid rest because of the noise. But at this point, you're used to sleeping in kind of shitty conditions. So eventually, 4 or 5 in the morning, the sound starts to dissipate. You notice it because Maddox is
I would be
right there.
checking in at that point.
Yeah. The sound starts to dissipate.
I pop out of Maddox once I heard it kind of.
You take a level of exhaustion.
Which means.
It means disadvantage on all skill checks. I think for level
Yeah.
1.
Yep.
I just want to be sure exactly what it all is, but you'll be
Okay,
basically disadvantaged for everything for a day.
And I guess I wouldn't have rested at all, so I wouldn't regain hit points or anything.
No.
No. So I can't
Disadvantage on
rage.
ability checks. Yeah. Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. Yeah, the full moon one sucks. The rage ones you can kind of pop in and out of. The full moon one is not one that you're going to be able to.
It's full on like possession.
It is full on like You are.
Night of Terror.
Yeah. So yeah, you're at disadvantage for all checks. So just
Okay.
make sure to make note of
Yeah.
make note of that.
Um,
Alright, well, I would pop out of, my boy, Maddox. I would say, it's, getting quiet up there.
It's just ability checks. So your attacks are still
Okay.
okay. Your saves are still okay. Just
All
ability checks.
Okay. Let's get quiet.
let's go find ourselves a bear. Bring Amethyst with us, or
Yeah, and you notice that like Amethyst had kind of curled up, like next to where Brooks was sleeping. Keldon also is at disadvantage now because he
Mhm.
took the entire night just kind of patrolling the streets. He didn't want anybody getting close, and he was just as scared about you as he was about anything attacking from the sky. So rest for him was out of the question. Yeah, because he wants to protect his lady, you know.
Wants to protect his lady.
That's it. That's all it is. Not for himself. He's not scared of no fucking werebear for
I'll
himself.
take him out.
We'll take him out. Fucking drop a fog cloud on him. Bah! You can't even see me.
I'll bite it.
So she comes up. The Amethyst kind of follows you up, and just with a quick kind of wave of her hand, the stone wall collapses, and you see Bear there, naked, outside of like a small like loincloth essentially. The chains are held, but there's a couple kind of snapped links. You see these chain burns that are on his skin. It's just like if you sit on a surface for too long, that indentation comes into your skin, except the skin is like broken and blistered. And Bear, you come to consciousness, feeling you're hurting big time, but you see a little bit of light that's come through despite the dark clouds of the storm. The light kind of hits your eyes, and you're looking at Zephin and Ritz and Amethyst there.
how we
Did it
feeling, big?
work?
Yeah, how we feeling, big man?
Not great. Not great. I trust seeing by the imprints in my arms that it worked.
Yeah, and I'm gonna start to take chains off for him.
Yeah, he is like when he expanded and the chains still like maintained kind of their hold on him. When he shrunk down, there is like enough space that they just
they're
kind of
just
start to slide off of him as he gets up.
I just kind of look at Amethyst and I say, thank you so much for creating the wall.
I'm glad we did. You made quite a racket last night.
It's the weirdest thing. I was more conscious this time.
Okay, that's good. Roll another insight check for me. This is like a self insight. That's the roll I've been looking for like every time I make you get every time
What
I
is
make you
it?
do these checks.
19.
The only thing that you can recall from any of that night is the face of a dark blue, almost black-skinned old woman. That's it. That's kind of all you got. You can see her, and it's there, but it's foggy, and she's not there. You hear kind of a cackle, and it's there for a second, and that's literally all you got.
Amethyst, I do remember seeing a face,
Okay?
just as you had described.
Just as I just described it now?
Yeah.
It sounds familiar. It's
It's,
like I just described it.
It's coming in and out as a cackle, but I don't recall if I've ever seen this face.
Sounds-
Have I seen this face before?
Tough to say. It's tough to say that you've seen it, but I mean, it's a face that it's a face you've seen. You recall it,
Okay.
but that's it. That's it.
I
You
just
know you've
recall
seen it.
face.
You don't know where, you don't know how, you don't know why, you
So I
don't know
can't
who
put
they
a
are.
name to the
It's like when you see
No.
an actor and you're like, where have I seen that movie? Like,
Right.
what other movie were they
It's like
in?
Pierce
It's
Brosnan.
it's even like less. It's
Pierce
I know he's been in something, maybe.
He looks kind of like an actor.
He looks kind of like a guy I've seen maybe in something. It's like
Okay.
it's like if you see a movie with an actor in it now, and you're like, you look like this fucking extra in this movie that I saw 20 years ago. When you see like an adult actor who used to be a child actor who you had no idea that it was a child actor, that's what it's like. His face is reminiscent, and
So
you have no
super
idea fucking
familiar.
super
Yeah.
familiar to you.
It's your uncle.
It's your mother. No, it's not your
Wow.
mom. I promise you
Uncle
that.
Ed.
That's I'll tell you for free.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I won't
so
even make you check that.
This
It's
might
not
be
your
the
mom.
tallest
It's not
one
my
yet,
mom.
guys. This
No.
might be the tallest
I remember
one
how
yet.
my mom
Mm-hmm.
looks. Okay. Yeah, I just relayed the information to Amethyst and
Sure. Does anybody have
Am I allowed to hear that?
for sure? Like we're all three of us there. Yeah. Does anybody have Arcana?
I have an Arcana.
Roll
I
it.
have a good arcana, but it's not proficiency.
Fucking man, what is up tonight? 19.
I'm also rolling.
Yeah.
Oh,
go
that's
for it.
19.
Let's roll it anyways.
10.
You both look at each other. It's okay. It's easy. You both look at each other. You're like, that's a hag.
Yeah.
For sure, that's a
A
hag.
hag.
You look at each
It's
other at the same time. 3.
It's a
Hag.
hag.
You nailed it.
You went for a whole sentence. I just went hag. Ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Hag.
Hag.
Amethyst
A
goes.
what?
It's a hag.
A what?
Amethyst. 1, 2, 3. Hag.
It's an inflammatory name for a witch.
That makes sense.
Which
Yeah.
is fine because they're rude anyway, so it can be an inflammatory name.
Yeah, they put curses on
They're
people.
dicks.
Yeah, it's a
This
rude
person
word.
cursed you.
Don't feel bad about calling them hag.
Fucking
Um,
hag.
you rolled a 19.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call her a
the
bitch.
the
What are you
the
doing?
way that
Like a
he
bug
kind of
here?
described like
Yeah.
her complexion,
Busy.
the dark blue, like almost like black,
Yeah.
like coal black face, kind of sounds like a night hag, which is
Night hag.
that is a hag that lives in the mountains.
It the way you describe her sounds like almost like a story my parents used to tell me actually.
Cool. Okay.
I come from
I'd like to point everyone's attention towards the comment sections on the stream.
Can't read it.
Somebody named Dildo Gaggins commented saying, "This is why Superman works alone." I don't know when that was commented, but apparently that happened.
Oh, that's so funny. Great South Park reference there.
Dildo gag.
That's amazing.
I've heard stories of many creatures that live in the mountains. We used to have people dedicated to protect us from such creatures. Sounds just like a night hag,
I'm sure I have a book on it.
like a story
At
that
the
used
Grove?
to be told.
So you've been told stories.
You
about
also
this.
know that it's like very, very distantly related to tieflings. They're like 17th cousins. They're far apart, but they both have
It's in their
kind of
history.
fiend blood.
Scary.
Ancestry, right?
Right.
Okay.
Correct.
They're not ones to be messed with.
Do I recall coming across any hags?
You have the face.
Okay.
You have the face. Going forward, if you like try and kind of expand on that vision, you needed that first good check to like you've kind of inched the door open a little bit into your
Right.
own memory.
Okay.
So now you have a new starting point for that next check that you have to make,
Right.
right?
The
Okay.
picture will get like a little bit clearer.
That's
like
right. That's right.
that's cool.
But you needed that one good check.
Ooh,
That's all you
got
needed.
it.
Shit.
Got it. Well, I'm glad that you know about this. This
Just
type of.
Just their stories. I, to be honest, didn't realize it was even a real thing. I've never met one, obviously.
Well, there's
If I
not
did,
many around. They're around, but there's not many.
I don't know if I'd be here if I didn't meet one. But there seems to be a reason she kept you alive. Maybe it's, I don't know. But that's good.
Wish I knew.
It's good news, believe it or not.
Typically, there's a deal made when you're dealing with people like this.
What sort of deals?
They take pleasure in people's pain. they like to grant wishes with horrible other sides to them. So that if you decide to make that deal, they can turn around and basically they'll give you what you want. It's just not in the way ever that you want it to be.
Price is much steeper than they make it seem.
Exactly.
Maybe you wish to be closer to your totem and it went too far.
How long have you been worshipping your bear totem?
I've only been worshipping my bear totem for a month, if that. I think I've been turning for much longer. I have been turning for much longer.
It seems you have more internal work to do. For now, we need to kill some fucking demons.
Yes. Agreed.
Absolutely.
Where's my axe? Is it done?
Yep.
Yeah. Brooks like passed out and basically left it in the bath. So it's there, just like the head is cool. You pick it up. Feels a little bit heavier. You see it. It's got like the entire head essentially. He lost the detail of the way that he did it with the scimitar, but it's a heavy like axe head, just like coated in silver. Parts of the silver is kind of dripping down the haft of the axe.
Sweet.
That's what you got.
All right.
And Brooks is passed out on his cot and probably not moving for a bit.
All right.
Guys, do I have time to rest, or are we moving soon?
Well, we can move back to the grove. We'll be more protected there, a little bit extra hands, but we could do a short rest.
If you can hold down the fort for, was it an hour?
An
You
hour.
just got your long rest though, so you gotta move around a little bit. But I mean, if you wanted to fast forward, you hike home.
The short rest doesn't even do anything for you.
Just he wants hit points.
Well, how many do you use? Did you use all?
Right.
Did you use all
Oh.
three of them?
I used all three.
Yeah. So it's
Yeah.
not gonna
Okay.
do
So
anything for
we're
you.
going.
It's not gonna do
And that's
anything
what,
for you.
per day?
You get so they re-up. No,
After
per,
long rest.
per long rest.
Per long, gotcha.
Yeah. So once you get your long rest, then you'll
Resets, you gotta,
it resets.
gotcha.
But like to lose that point of exhaustion, you need like a day of doing next to
Nothing.
nothing.
Shit.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah. So you guys can
Alright,
let
guys.
him recover and try and take a day at the Grove, but it's another day that you're not solving the problem.
Yeah.
Or I mean, you
Roll the dice.
fucking boogie with what you got. But
Boogie with what we got. I like that.
Garrett's the guy who's just like, I'm walking in.
Going in.
I'm going that fucking tunnel, baby.
Let's go.
Let's lock ourselves in here with a bear.
Yeah.
I don't
Fuck it.
believe
It worked. It would have worked.
I don't believe taking
You
an
were
extra
saying
day
to
is
literally
gonna
chain him up in next
And
to us.
Look, it would have been fine.
Yeah, but that's just because Adam got some good rolls.
No, he did. He
I
didn't roll.
I got some.
Oh,
I
you
mean,
got
it,
good
he
rolls.
got some good rolls, but it
But
came
guess
down
what?
to
You
3 out
wouldn't
of
know
5.
what rolls are.
Yeah,
So
this
it's
is
just work.
real.
It just worked.
Are you?
In our eyes, that's all
feel
I'm
like-
saying.
Well, I mean, you
I don't know
do.
what you're being.
I'm not there.
No, they've wandered back down
Oh,
the
okay.
forge at this point.
Alright.
Yeah,
feel
yeah.
like
They were
someone
doing a
really
little
feel
walk
like
and
that.
talk. The conversation finishes. They get back to the forge. Brooks is fucking snoring, just snoring. Yeah, I'm not doing it. He's just snoring.
I think we need to get back to the Grove safely.
That's the hard part, is safely.
Someone's got to be carrying Brooks.
No, he's just gonna be tired. He'll make it.
Sure.
I don't think we have to carry them
Yeah,
in.
he's had like a half-hour nap.
Oh,
Boot and rally.
that's the
This guy
ideal
had no
amount of time to nap.
Yeah.
Is like
Kind of shake
20,
Brooks.
30.
Shake Brooks, and he goes, and he pukes, and then he
Whoa.
just gets up. He drank like an
Oh.
entire bottle of whiskey.
right.
I mean,
Rock and roll.
dwarven fortitude is going to take you a certain distance, but you
check.
drink a
True.
bottle of whiskey by yourself, it doesn't matter if you're a dwarf or not, you're puking that
Probably
stuff
well
up.
dehydrated.
I'm
He's
gonna say
definitely
Making
dehydrated.
silver weapons all
He actually wipes the sleep out of his eyes after he vomits, and then he looks at you and he's like, "At least I am not you. You look worse than I do. This is bad. This looks very bad for you."
Tell me about it, Brooks.
Oh,
Thanks for the weapon.
yes. Him and I will walk at the back, I think. We'll
That's a good
take up the
idea.
rear.
very good. Let's go
guys
for a
wander
walk,
back?
folks.
Well,
do whatever the group
Is there
decides.
any way to get out of here sneakily? Like looking up, there's nothing flying around. Or anything at this
Nothing
point?
currently, no. Nothing currently harassing. Seems that Maddox and the fox, although the fox didn't come back, but it seems that they did a good enough job luring the imps away at least.
Bear, if you can find a bird, small, large, whatever, to just give us
Keep
a little
watch over us.
raven's eye and keep watch us.
Yeah.
That'd be appreciated. But
It'll take you 10
don't know
minutes
for
to do
like
it, but
6
there's
hours.
all kinds of little birds around for sure.
Okay.
Do we have to
I'll
catch
try to look for like the largest bird.
Yeah, you don't find any birds of prey, but there's like fair sized robin.
Okay.
Yeah,
Looking Robin.
a rockin' robin?
a rockin' tweet.
Tweedledee.
Hey, Rockin' Robin.
Hey, you need something, big guy?
Yeah, I was actually going to ask a favor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just wondering if you could watch out for us. As you can see, I had a pretty rough night's sleep.
Looks like it.
Yeah.
You look bad.
It was pretty rough. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was wrestling with a chain, and I don't want to bore you with the details, but
That's all right.
I was just wondering if you'd be able to just watch over us from above.
Sure.
See, we're looking for these little horned red things.
Oh yeah, they have been fucking my forest up.
They suck, right?
They've killed so many chipmunks,
Yeah.
like dozens. It's really gross.
But like old.
Oh, just chipmunks dead everywhere. Literally just all the dead chipmunks.
This thing's getting
So
worse.
many. The squirrels.
Yeah.
I just Robin puked in my mouth a little bit.
I'm going to be sick.
Yeah.
Thank
Like,
you,
to the
Robin.
point he like gets off his nest and the birds like it's got little babies there. They're like tweet tweet because he was gonna puke and they thought it was food, but it was literally just bile because of all the dead woodland creatures because of the imps. And he was like, no, it was dry heave babies, and then he pats one on the head
Babies.
With the twing, of course.
with a twing. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's okay. Yeah, no, I'll be your scout.
You'll be able to scout for us.
Yeah, how
Thank
long
you
can I
so
talk
much.
to you for? Like
There's
an
actually no limit.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Let's just fly.
Sure.
My babies will be all right.
Thanks, Rockin'.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
they might get eaten by imps, but fuck it, I got a bigger purpose now. I can keep you guys
I
safe.
can make more babies. I
Yeah,
can't make
yeah.
more fucking talking
Are you-
giant friends.
Are you getting the imps taken care of?
We are trying to. Yeah.
Shit, yeah, let's go.
Yeah. This is
Wow.
for everyone.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is a fight for everyone.
Let's go. My babies are heroes. If they die, they die heroes. Let's do this. And you have a Robin scout. The Robin just takes off.
That's fantastic.
Nice.
Yeah,
Rockin' Robin.
yeah. So he maintains like about 100 feet out. You just hear like Bear just whistling the whole time. This bird call from up ahead.
Just chatting.
So what? Where are you from? What brings you all the way up here?
Oh, I'm from the Stormcrest Mountains.
Cool,
We're,
cool.
We're just helping out a friend here.
Nice.
Yeah.
What
brings you over here?
Oh, this is where I live. You saw my nest. That's where I live.
Yeah, it's just weird. It's winter and you
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
didn't go south, eh? You missed the flight, eh?
No.
Yeah.
I don't like down south. Down
Ah.
south is creepy. The jungle there is weird. I like to stay kind of up here where it's
Alright.
fine.
As long as you enjoy the cold,
Yeah.
I don't mind it.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good. It's refreshing.
It's nice.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This conversation goes on for a little while, and you're about halfway back to the grove, and he's just like, "Oh man, like I'm just head over heels for this one robin, but she like doesn't. She gave birth to my eggs. And she's oh god!" And this like the robin just gets taken out by an eagle. It's not an ant, no worries.
okay.
But an eagle just
Shit.
like crashes and it just like grabs it out of the air. You see it. And it's like, "Oh god, no, please!" And the eagle's just fucking starts flying away
So,
with it.
hey, you dick!
What? What?
That was my friend Rockin',
I'm
you dick!
eating. I'm hungry.
What's wrong with you?
I'm just. I don't
Don't
know.
you eat worms or something?
No, I'm a bird of prey.
Fucking asshole, what are you
I'm
doing?
sorry. I'm hungry. I'm taking him. He's dead. I broke his
No,
neck.
he's dead now.
I broke his neck.
Yeah.
I'm a
out
bird
of
of. This is
nowhere.
what I do. I'm sorry. He says this as he's flying away.
Oh my god.
He's like, yeah. What are you gonna do? Sorry about that. And
Guys, our scout is gone. He just got eaten by another bird.
I can still hear you.
You suck.
Wow.
You also suck. Fuck you.
Fucking fuck you. I have my Robin. But nothing harasses you on the way back to the grove.
Sweet.
You die, baby.
Always remember you rocking.
You You get back to the grove. The storm has started to pick up a little bit, and as you kind of get closer to your tree, like that, or I mean the grove itself, get into that like thick kind of tree cover. You're pulling the branches out of the way. You get through the little like Wakandan force field that you have, and something immediately strikes you as not great.
Like vibes.
Bad vibes.
The giant fire. That's
Yeah, I'm like, is
No
it
giant
vibes or
fire,
visual?
thank God.
Is
Definitely,
it vibes or visual?
definitely little fires.
Is it stinky?
Like little kind of fires.
Oh.
Just little bush fires, it seems.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, definitely it stinks a little bit. Piles of like dust are on the ground everywhere. Make an investigation check, if you will.
20.
You kind of kneel down, put your finger in like the ash and taste it. Definitely devil. This is devil dust. It's like when they disappear into smoke, they just like
Oh, dead
Um,
devil dust.
Oh, right.
dead devil
We
dust.
had people
Okay.
here.
Yeah,
and
we
then
had the
you-
fire girl here. That's why I'm like, there's fire.
And then-
hopefully.
and then-
Gale and
You just hear Gale. You just hear help, help at like the far end of the grove.
Oh.
Yeah, no, it's here. It's like
I thought it was
close by.
upstairs. Okay.
No,
Yeah,
they're like outside.
I think Bear would start running
Full
towards
sprint.
yeah,
Full sprint.
Yeah, full sprint.
fatherly
Okay.
instinct. Just
You guys get there. You see a spine
Maybe you have to
devil.
clarify
nothing
that.
more.
A spine devil has Valanthe like by the neck, and it's just like ragdolling her from side to side.
Fuck.
There's a couple other like piles of ash there. Gael is kind of standing there like trying to fight it off as best she can. Not exactly the most martial type. Martial. Yes.
Let's go.
The devil kind of finishes and just like whips Valanthe to the ground. You see like this wound is just bleeding heavily from the neck, and her eyes are kind of fluttering in and out of consciousness. I mean, it's one spine devil. It kind of turns and looks towards you guys.
I'm gonna silver arrow it to the fucking dome.
Silver arrow it to the fucking dome.
That's my plan
dude.
anyway.
Are you doing called shots, like actually calling out that I want a headshot or something like that?
No.
Is that a thing for you?
No, it doesn't matter. No.
Yeah.
We
More-
talked about it
It's the
for
flavor feed. She's got a
Okay.
flavor feed where it's just like, you can call that shit.
Because I didn't know if that's like a real thing.
No, we
like
talked
called
about it for
shots.
potentially like goblins or something that I could get like advantage because I
Yeah.
could call shots because I'm like they're like favored enemy.
Then we were
but
like,
then we were
nah,
like
you've got sharpshooter that basically
fighter
acts as
doesn't
that.
really get favored enemy either. There was just like a bunch. We were trying to add flavor, but we're just like whatever. Just add yourself.
Sharpshooter is
Sharpshooter's
essentially
just
that,
OP as
where
fuck.
you're,
Yeah.
but where you're just like, oh, I'm gonna take like a more specific shot, which is
Right.
harder to hit, and if
Right.
I hit it, then I do more damage.
Right.
Okay, what was your to hit?
12.
Oh no, you missed it.
I thought so.
But it just hits like the tree trunk next to it, just kind of smashes into the tree. Might be okay. You have to check it out. Anybody else taking action?
Oh, Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast away.
I miss.
You miss. This arrow and the Eldritch Blast fly.
Javelin. It wouldn't be sneak attack damage because
No.
she's incapacitated 5 feet.
Yeah, yeah.
Wouldn't
And
be
Gale
silver
is just
either,
kind of
right?
keeping her
My
distance.
javelin is
Yeah, we-
it's not
javelin's
silver,
silver.
so
Yeah, you get a good look at like Gale, who's just covered in like demon guts as well.
16
Demon dust.
plus
16 plus, that hits.
There's 1d6 plus 3.
1d6 plus 3.
8 damage.
Doesn't do as
But
much
not
as you want it to
eight.
do. That's right. Okay.
I'll go javelin too.
Javelin.
Can I go
javelin
reckless
away.
on that or no?
No, not on
Can't.
range.
Gotta be melee.
On
and
ranged.
Not
Yeah,
on
gotta be
range.
melee. Yep.
Okay. No, that
Melee.
doesn't fit, right? 11.
So all of these like volleys of attacks go. The spine devil is going to take off. He's going to fly about 20. He's going to fly like 30 feet in the air, and then he is going to throw his tail spines at who's closest to him. I guess you two, right? He's an idiot, so he'll probably just fire it at the heavily armored one. He's plus 4 to hit, so he's going to fire 2 of them at you.
Shiny man.
Oh, natty light and a 6. So
Shiny man.
these two spines like hit your armor, but it just kind of boom, boom, nothing to
The
you.
new shield.
Nothing to you.
That's what I want.
All right.
New shield in action.
Who's taking action next? We're not rolling initiative. Who's going? Who's going? Who's
I'll
going?
shoot.
Shoot away.
16 plus 8.
Let's go.
Yeah, that'll hit him.
7 damage.
7 damage.
Yep.
Ritz like just uncorks this silver arrow. You see it sink into him. At first, he's like, "It's your fucking arrow," and then the wound starts to like fester and burn. And he's looking down like, "Oh fuck! Oh!" And it hurts him exactly for 7 instead of not
Beautiful.
quite as much as you would have hoped for. Hits him for 7, and he's like, "This is really bad," and there's nobody to hear him. Okay, so he's like I said, he's about 30 feet in the air or so. Blasting. Blast away.
8 baby.
21.
Yeah.
8 baby.
That's 14 damage.
14. That is enough. As he's like looking down, it's like, oh! You blast him, and it just like
Right in
just
the hole.
basically hits him and just explodes. You can retain both arrows.
Perfect.
Can I go get my javelin as it falls to the ground out of his body?
Yeah, because it hit him, so
Yeah.
it just kind of falls. It's only 30 feet. It just like boom, 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 clings to the ground. Gale rushes over to Valanthe and starts kind of performing like these small healing spells. The wound closes, and just Valanthe's not moving. Her eyes just kind of open, and she takes a breath. And Gale just like collapses in tears. She looks at you guys. She's like, "What took you so long?"
We had to build the weapons. We had to make sure that bear didn't kill us all.
Valanthe just kind of looks up and just grabs Gale's hand as it's resting on her chest. She's like, "It's okay. It's okay. We made it. Thanks for saving my life. I didn't know you had that in you." And Gale just kind of like smiles down at her, and just like collapses, and just starts to cry. But no other devils seem to be alive. There's probably like a dozen or so piles of ash like, scattered around. Small fires. I mean, they start to like druid craft little water and just like. And your grove seems mostly fine.
What happened here?
Yeah. Well, let's get them up and like lie them down or something. Let's all go back upstairs.
Gale just
Have
kind of
some teas.
still crying, just like picks Valanthe up. Valanthe puts her arm around Gale, and they just kind of start walking towards the.
Bear needs to
the
lie
tree.
down somewhere.
They just attacked. I don't know. Something set them off. Somebody sent them. Yeah, they knew where we were.
How do they know so consistently where this is? It seems hidden, to say the least.
I don't know how they found it in the first place. My only thought was that they tracked with the energy of the Quaddle, but at this point, I don't know why they would still come back here.
Goes, this is a fixed space, so once they knew, they knew. Somebody gave them instructions, and they must have showed up. He's in the kitchen helping you probably fix a little food and tea for everybody. So, we've got to move on this. We've got to move on this.
There's no reason for us to clear Everwinter again. We should go to the Black Spires.
We need to close whatever's letting them in.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
I'm probably going to excuse myself, and I'm going to ritually cast Detect Magic again. And I want to check the nest, see if there's anything
Okay.
around there that would pop.
There's kind of a very faint aura of enchantment like over the entire
place.
the entire structure. It was probably built with magic.
Yeah.
Like this structure itself. But there's no magic wooden stake that you can stab into somebody.
Yeah, and I want to check
Ability
like
damage.
the other. I just want to check around, see if there's anything magical, just for my own
sake? If there's not, we can just move on. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean the you wander by like the kind of the portal that's keeping everything intact, or not portal, but
There's a portal.
the shield. Well, yeah, it's how
The
devils
portal.
get here.
I mean, not the portal.
Well, that's because your
Not the
thing
magic
is not a portal. Your thing isn't a portal.
Yeah.
It's a fucking magical, like you see, like super powerful, like illusion magic
Right.
that's been kind of crafted. That we've crafted this shit out of.
Yeah.
I'm gonna join him and use divine sense to find out if there's any celestial, fiend, or undead within 60 feet, and then also detect the presence of a place or object that has been consecrated or desecrated.
You get extremely strong energy off of the nest. It's definitely celestial. It's consecrated for sure. It is a holy site, and it's like any of the churches or cathedrals that you would be in any major city. Like this thing has very strong celestial kind of energy in it. You don't sense any fiends, so whatever was assaulting you is gone. You get a faint fiendish vibe, and by faint I mean like that's a fucking fiend right there. That's a half. It's a half.
Half fiend. Yeah.
Does it?
And then no celestial stuff.
Well, yeah, you get it off of Maddox.
Is he out right now still? Maddox
He's
is
always
out.
in my pocket.
Yeah, he's out unless he poofs away. I think.
Oh.
I don't think there's
I
a time.
doesn't move away.
Well,
Oh,
if he gets-
Maddox. Oh,
yeah,
Maddox. Sorry.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
you would get it off my
Um,
mouse. I was
and-
thinking Chipper.
And
Chipper, my mouse. Yeah. But I don't know.
you get. I mean, you get.
I'll say this. It says that is not behind full cover. So if that changes anything.
Well, you get some odd kind of celestial vibes from Zephin.
Or for me.
Chipper is behind full cover in
Yeah.
a pocket, so you don't get shit from Chipper. He's in full cover behind
Chipper
that
is a
pocket.
mouse.
He is.
Chipper is a mouse.
You get
as far as
extreme
know.
mouse vibes from
Yeah.
Chipper.
No, I get like he's behind full
He's
cover.
behind full
Right,
cover.
right.
You don't get shit
I
from
don't,
Chipper.
I don't know.
Chipper could be
That
fucking
does
Asmodeus.
celestial. Yeah, exactly.
You've no
Let's
idea.
go.
Wow.
But yeah, you get like I said, you get an odd mix of like fiendish and celestial vibes from him.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing really outside of that. Yeah. And yeah, the nest is like a fucking holy site basically.
Yeah.
So, you gonna fucking handle this or what?
Yes.
We ride at dawn, bitches.
I mean, it's like early afternoon, so
Well, he's in no shape, and Brooks also needs a little rest there. And it looks like
I don't think a short rest will
Philander
matter.
There's no point in going in there not fully equipped to take
fair.
search.
I know this is urgent, but it can
fairly
wait one
pressing.
night. We might even want to go at night.
Mm.
To leave here tonight would be good after a nice rest for him.
can fiends see in the dark?
I can see in the dark.
I don't think that night is really the best call for that.
Can he stay in the light?
I mean, yes, I can see the light.
So,
But so can you.
that's what I
think
mean,
that's
yeah.
Is that you're not at as much of a disadvantage.
we just
If you
might be
fight
a
the
little
light.
bit
quite literally.
covered, at least. I don't know. If that's not,
I
then
suppose
whatever.
we can-
Daylight or tonight, I don't.
Well, let's break it down a little bit here. There is no cover between the forest line and the spires.
Mm-hmm.
At some point,
Yeah.
we are going to have to make a break clear across it.
By chance, have you noticed when they're more active?
There are always hundreds of them in the valley
Consistent.
consistently.
Okay.
There's not really a pattern.
There's no perfect time.
There's no great pattern of them like leaving and coming. They will. I think they are sustaining themselves
Like
on.
a hive. Like there's always just.
If I'm being really sick, I think that maybe the villagers are probably what's sustaining them.
Mm.
So I mean, if you can find them in there too, that would be in chipmunks. They're eating a lot of chipmunks. That's the one thing they're doing. A lot of
Rat.
So, what I think, and he looks at Amethyst. Amethyst kind of gives him like a reassuring nod, and there's like a look of kind of resignation that comes over him. He goes, I think what we do is us four get you four there, and then we stay on the ground and do what we can to buy you as much time as we can.
The bigger distraction you can make, the
That's
better.
it.
So how do we get up there? I mean, we haven't even spoken about how we're gonna get up there.
I've gotten close enough to see that there is a doorway on the spire that doesn't have the tower.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Which is the left.
The one that's closest to us. So, I haven't been inside it. What I imagine is that there is some kind of... This spire is hollowed out, and then they are using that to get out. I mean, the ones that can fly just fucking fly, of course. The ones that can't, those golden fucks,
Mm-hmm.
they're probably crossing that bridge and then coming down through that spire to kind of better cover themselves and to not to give any access essentially to that main
Makes sense.
the main
Mhm.
tower.
Okay.
That's how we'll have to do it.
Okay. We have no other way.
I mean, I can fly some of you. I can fly one of you.
You don't sound too
I'm not.
confident. in
I'm not.
Right.
That's the least confident I've been.
I can tell, yeah.
Don't.
Wow. Yeah, we're not gonna do your fly thing.
No, okay.
Now that you sound like that. We'll take from the tree line, and as soon as we see your distraction,
It's about a 200-foot straight line drive.
if we can see your distraction from the tree line, then they'll see it from above. So
Natty just says, "You'll fucking see it."
Alright.
At dawn we strike.
At dawn, we strike.
Dawn.
Okay, so you guys take your you'll take your long rest. You shake the exhaustion point,
Okay.
so you get your full rest. You're back to full. You got your rages. You got everything else. Anybody who needs
everything
their
you're
full rest,
top notch.
everything is good.
Back up and
We fast forward through the night. We start heading north. It's only, I mean, you can see it, like it's right there. You walk a couple hours, kind of maintaining your path through the forest. The fiend activity here is definitely stronger, so everybody can go ahead and make stealth checks for me.
okay.
15. 16.
16.
21.
11.
You guys saved it because one of them rolled a nat 20 and the other three were like 2, 4, 6. So you guys fucking crushed it for them. You can tell their nerves are high. These are 4 people no different than you that were brought together through bizarre happenstance and in a time of need. They come from similar backgrounds but completely different places. Keldon was able to find somebody that he cared for, and in a month they're convinced they're kind of walking to their death. You see that they're quiet and resigned, and Amethyst and Keldon are just walking kind of hand in hand through the forest, exchanging whispers, kind of a gentle kiss on the cheek every now and then, as you guys continue your hike through. The thunder starts to like pick up and gets louder and closer. You can see like 40, 50 feet from you, just outside of the tree line essentially, the fiend activity is thick and fast. There are hundreds of imps, hundreds of spine devils just kind of flying through the air. You see fewer of the golden armored Maragons, but they're walking like patrols through the valley and whatnot. but they're concentrated here. Every now and again, like a flash emanates from the tower, like clockwork, probably every few minutes, really. And as you start to get closer, you hear kind of the pained cry of like something that kind of sounds like a bird. It's just like you hear like a. It sounds like a cry, and it wails and resonates for miles. You continue your hike through, and that's it. It's right there. This is the closest you can get without taking off. Keldon kind of thanks each one of you. He touches you with a greater restoration. Advantage on those wisdom saves. So you have that kind of through the day. And they go, alright, well, good to know you. Good seeing you.
I'll give him like a big
Yeah.
bear hug.
He just pulls you in really tight. Just kind of rests his head on your shoulder for a second. And just like holds you out. He looks at you. He just smiles. Pats you on the shoulder twice. Looks back to Amethyst. Gives her one kiss. And Valanthi kind of looks back to you guys. She's like, welcome to the Grey Ashari, motherfuckers. And the four of them take off into the field. Like you see Valanthi just, despite it not being able to do anything, Valanthi is like throws her hands out and this fire elemental just bursts through the ground and just starts fucking flying around like crazy. Keldon immediately like throws his pack on the ground, takes his staff, jams into it, and just starts flying through the air. You see for the first time Amethyst take that big club out. She like jumps, and it's like Thor in fucking Infinity War. Like she slams it into the ground. This thunder blast just like pushes like a dozen demons straight back in a line. And Gael is there, and she's got fucking two swords in her fucking hands, and she is just cutting through as many demons as she can.
Like Drax.
And that's the distraction. So you guys start to book it across. So here's how we're going to do it.
Full dead sprint first.
This is essentially going to be a skills challenge.
All right.
So
Minigames.
you can't repeat a skill.
Yeah.
You each get to pick kind of one skill that you're going to do to try and get you across. If somebody attacks, that is the skill they use and nobody else can attack. You're trying to close that distance as fast as you can. It's going to be in 4 rounds, and the DC is 12.
Okay.
All right? We'll make it 5. Well, we'll see. We'll see. It'll be 4. Each of you will get a round. If it comes down to like 2 and 2, you guys can do one more. You guys can do one more check, however you want to do it. You can repeat skills after everybody has gone around.
Okay.
You do athletics, you do acrobatics, you do fucking attack, you do wisdom or fucking perception. I don't know.
Dex.
It needs to be a skill.
Oh yeah.
So it's a really good
Actually,
thing
you're
that you
acrobat.
took that rest.
Yes, absolutely.
So after you guys do one round, if that comes back to Felix and Felix says, okay, I'm going to attack to help us get there, that's how you do it. So that's the scene.
Okay.
You've got the Grey Ashari, the 4 of them, just like basically they ran in a straight line and then kind of veered right. Keldon is up in the air, just fucking like pounding on whatever he can hit. You've got Amethyst throwing her club around. Gael just stabbing like crazy, and Valanthi, despite it not being able to do very much, is still like raising molten rock from the ground and just throwing whatever she can get her hands on at these devils. For this first round, you'll have advantage because they're not looking at you.
Okay.
What do you want to do? Who goes first?
Do we want to roll initiative first? Or do we actually have a plan?
It just
Does
goes
anyone
around
have
the
a
table.
plan? Does anyone?
It's
anything they can
it's
do now?
reactive. There is
Yeah.
no plan. It's like
No, I mean like does
he's
anyone
gonna
have
do
anything
his
they can
thing, and if
like,
it fails, it fails, and if it passes, it passes, and it's gonna kind of change the situation. But it's gonna be like it's essentially it's not a reaction, like it's
Uh-huh.
full
Yeah.
action,
Yeah.
but it's fucking you do your thing, and then based on whatever happens, you do your thing, and
Yeah.
You
does
gotta
anyone
close
have an
that
idea
fucking gap.
What they want to do?
I mean, I have good stealth right now because it's advantage, but I have normal disadvantage, so it'd just be a straight roll plus 4. So it might be my only chance to use stealth.
If that's what you're doing, you guys are sneaking for the first 40 feet, you can do it. Do it up. So you're gonna try, as this distraction is happening, it's a DC 12. DC 12.
Fucking 14, let's go.
Nice.
14. So you guys managed to sneak out, you get about 30, 40 feet, nobody seems to notice you, and then you see a couple of the spine devils that were kind of attacking Keldon start to veer off, and they kind of scream out, alerting everything to your presence. So now there's some different things kind of flying down at you, but you've managed to get a quarter of the way there already, so that's one success.
Okay. I mean, I can go athletics.
Whatever you like,
plus
whatever you
6,
like.
Just push on.
You're
through.
helping your team close the gap.
Yeah.
Okay, how are you
this
doing
is
it?
on a, so athletics is a +6.
Okay, that's your roll done.
Okay.
Let's go.
Shove some
Let's see.
people.
Instead of like telling the skill,
Yeah.
what
am
are
I
you doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
So I think I'm,
and
like,
then
shoving
and
my
then we
way
can make the
through,
decision on
like-
the skill together.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm trying to like shove my way through, but kind of be like agile about it,
Okay.
leading the way, but make
Okay.
sure we're kind of,
Yeah.
we're sort of dipping, dodging, and darting.
So you're doing athletics?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Duck-
So you
just
see Bear
dive
like
and-
as you guys
Dodge.
sneak, these things start to like turn and
Dash.
basically fly down. Bear like starts just taking off in a full fucking rageful dash through the through the clearing and kind of jumps ahead of you guys by a little bit. A couple of them like fucking fly down into him, but because of that strength, because of that athletics, hit the roll, buddy.
10 + 6.
10 + 6. So these things like basically close the gap on him. The first two
That's 2
are the
10
first two to get there, and Bear just like fucking basically linebackers, like hits him like fucking Von Miller, just
Hey,
just
let's go.
hits the shit out of him, throws one to the ground, the other
Keep
one
your head
just
up.
whips it. Keep your head up. He fucking just whacks him side to side. You guys have managed to.
across that train tracks, you gotta keep your head up.
he's fallen back a little bit as he's just like grabbed these things, just like fucking bear punching the shit out of them. But that's 2 successes.
Woo! Halfway.
Okay. What are you guys doing?
I'm going to run behind everyone. I'm
Okay.
going to be following. And I'm going to cast. Oh boy, what a dick. Should I do this? I'm going to cast Thaumaturgy, and my
Okay.
voice is going to boom
Yeah.
3 times as loud as it normally does.
Yep.
And in Infernal,
Fucking brilliant. Yeah.
I'm going to say, don't worry about these ones. Focus on the other ones.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Let's make that. What are you thinking? Are you thinking Arcana? Or are you thinking?
I was hoping like a
performance?
persuasion or
Persuasion?
performance. Yeah.
Okay.
Deception.
Let's go.
Deception.
Yeah, it could be.
I would say the thaumaturgy is more like you're like bellowing it
Yeah,
out there
yeah.
for them. Let's call it performance.
Okay.
Okay. So
That works.
you are just like,
How well can you sound like a demon?
how well can you sound like a demon with command? Because you is a demon.
Oh boy, 6. No.
6+.
No, that's it. 6 is total.
Oh.
Straight. Okay. Yeah, your voice rings out over the valley. It definitely catches their attention,
Yeah.
but
Mm-hmm.
unfortunately in the wrong way. As more of the demons kind of turn on you. Again, you look up to your right. Keldon's kind of taking as many of them as he can on the wings. You guys have closed the gap. You're halfway home, but there's definitely more demons kind of funneling over to you because there's plenty of them for both groups.
Fair.
Okay.
What are we doing?
My mindset right now is like, Ritza, you're just running through like trees. Like you're just trying to dart, like find like the path of least resistance. So
Okay.
I'm thinking maybe like survival.
Okay.
Like you're like, I'm looking for potentially the path that Gale is like already cleared
Okay.
right in front of us in a way.
Okay. Yeah, and you're basically trying to find like the easiest pathway through.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's up to you.
Or
we'll call it like either
acrobatics.
acrobatics where
Yeah.
you're dancing through them, or survival because you're kind of
My
finding
acrobatics
the
is higher.
path.
My acrobatics is higher, so I'm gonna do acrobatics.
Okay. Okay. Go for it.
It's a 10.
Do some handsprings.
10 total.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Rats.
Okay, it comes down to the last one. Let's go. So as Ritz kind of takes the lead, she dodges and dips through them, and she's making it look very easy. Unfortunately, y'all aren't as capable of acrobatics as she is, so she's kind of leaving you behind a little bit. You're still, again, you're about 50 feet away or so. Who wants to make one last check? And what are you doing?
I was gonna let out a war cry
Okay.
for hopefully intimidation.
Okay.
Just like a blood curdling.
Get the fuck out of my way.
Kill you. War cry.
Okay. What are you saying?
Nothing. It's just a
Blood curdling
like,
screams.
it's just a scream.
Yeah.
It's just that.
Um,
This big booming.
And you're trying to intimidate.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do it.
If anyone else wants to step up right now.
No?
We're going up.
You said you're doing it. Let's do it.
Plus 4.
14 plus 4. As you see her kind of take off ahead, you hear the voice of Zephin ring out. You are taken almost by this divine rage that just echoes out as loud as his did through some magical means. And the devils, it literally gives them enough pause for Keldon as well to like swoop down and just like knock, basically like a bowling ball, knock a few more out of your way. And Amethyst comes and just like slaps another one with the club. You guys have a clear shot at 40 feet to just go. As you sprint across, the last thing you see, Ritz, as you look back, is Keldon kind of start to land, and he pulls his bow staff out. You guys, he starts running behind you. You see that open doorway in that spire. You charge through it.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
You charge through it. Keldon follows behind you, sticks his foot at the door, and says, "Good luck," and closes the door and turns.
Mm.
You're in silence. You're in blackness. And that's where we'll pick it up next time.
Woo!
Ah! I'm gonna have dreams.
Good checks, good checks.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow, good
You guys
stuff.
took it
Action
right down.
project.
Right down to the fucking end.
What?